the big moment. All right. Welcome, everybody. I want to welcome everybody here to the King of the Hill. We are here tonight at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. This is Mad Apple Xstream, and I'm joined in the booth with my very good friend, M.H. Penglaze.
Greetings, hello, and thank you.
Yep, how are you?
Very well.
So we got Robbie Schmidt against Duncan Kaufman tonight. You can see Robbie here is a 674, Duncan a 622.
Wow.
And a shout out here to all our sponsors too, real quick as we get started. Chris is going to come back, kind of let us know what's going on and what the game is. I'm pretty sure we got a good idea what it's going to be tonight, anyways.
Probably 10 ball, huh?
What? 9 ball all day.
9 ball.
Robbie, maybe I'll be wrong, but I'd be surprised.
He did win the state 10 ball championships. Robbie didn't he?
Did he this year?
Yeah.
Oh, ACS.
Yep.
Oh,
no, the previous one.
Okay.
What was the tournament before that? The other big one.
Was it WSPA or was it BCA?
Probably BCA. I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know. We'd have to look it up.
Yeah, but that was 10 ball.
You got a computer. That thing to your right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a computer.
You're going to have to teach me how to use it. What do these buttons do?
Yeah.
It's like a typewriter. How do you use it?
Man, they're writing a book. I hate to come back. I don't even know if he's going to.
He's asking them all the questions, is he?
I guess, Yeah, I think he's just trying to get the most out of it. But we're going to get ready here to leg.
So we as yet don't know for sure which game it is. We're assuming.
Not yet. I haven't seen the balls go up, but here they go. Yep. All right, here we go for the leg, and Chris will let us in on what they decided they're going to be playing here.
Oh, it's pretty exciting tonight. 9 ball.
9 ball, okay.
And it's 10 ball rules.
Oh.
9 ball on the break does not count. It gets spotted. 3 foul rule is in effect. Race to 20.
Now, I imagine with that strange choice of game where you're picking the rules from one and the other, Duncan would have had to agree to that, would he?
He did. Yeah, I mean, the 3 foul rule was kind of on the fly. But everything else, they knew what they were doing. Jump shots are allowed. No concessions.
Oh, did I have the Fargos backwards? I don't think. Maybe I did. I might have. Yeah, I switched them at the last second. Okay. Yep. For good reason, Larry Dassow. Do you find that hard to believe? Robbie is a 525, and Duncan is a 624. Or 620. I'm sorry.
No.
674.
675, actually.
75?
Yep.
Duncan is. And Robbie's what?
He is a 623.
Gotcha. Oh, so it's correct now.
It's on the scoreboard. It should be correct, yeah.
You just changed it. Somebody just changed it.
Oh. He went up one then, because I think I have him as a 622.
Yeah, I had him type it all in. You know how it goes. Automated scoreboard.
He probably exaggerated one, possibly.
Yeah, he was kind of pissed, actually. He's like, I went up 1 point. I didn't even play for 6 months. That's kind of like what I heard, yeah.
That's the adjustment, right? All right,
right.
Duncan probably going to start off. All right, Chris, thank you.
No problem.
All right, good luck in the tournament. You're in the weekly.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's like 30 players here tonight. It's a really packed house.
Awesome.
And right away, we've just had the rules just came into play because he missed that ball and accidentally banked it. And playing 10 ball rules, of course, that doesn't count.
I think that's just a mind game. That's a messed up game. I understand going the other way.
Well, I can
like
assume
10 ball with 9 ball rules.
They like the 10 ball rules because they don't want flukes. They want to play, but why play 9 ball? Well, probably because the break's the big difference, isn't it? And
no, to me, the biggest difference between 9 ball and 10 ball is the two-way shot. And I mean, there's so many times where you can play into a fluke, like you say. You know what I mean?
And there's a skill to fluking, isn't there? I mean,
sometimes,
especially on a bar table.
Yeah, absolutely. That's ring game mentality.
That's what
right
I like.
there,
yeah, exactly, where you have to go for everything.
Yeah.
And you give yourself a chance. What happened to the 9 ball there?
Nice shot
he
there, though.
He swiped it, and he's just moving it back.
Yeah, he stroked that really nice, actually.
What, the 9 ball sideways?
Yeah, that too. I think we'll see.
Oh, you got a replay on this shot?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have time, though. We're going to have to go back. We'll get to it. We'll get back to that replay. Because he really did stroke that ball nicely.
Yeah. And when Little John was challenging in his first match and he got to pick the game, he picked 9 ball too. And the reason really being the break, and he felt he was favourite to break and run a bunch in 9 ball, more so than 10 ball.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick match. These are both, I mean, Duncan, he can play 8 ball all day long, but I remember him as a 9 ball player.
And now this is where him relocating the 9 ball comes into play.
All right, so setting up here on the 9. Duncan with his USA shirt, going to take down the first one. I know he's got a whole bunch of family checking in, so
Okay.
I gotta pay attention here. The ratings are backwards. Yes, Bill, we established. That's my mistake. I tried to rush that graphic, and I hate it when I
So do you want to play that replay
I do.
on that spectacular? It wasn't spectacular, but
No, it was just a nice stroke to hold this ball like he did. He slowed it down
after the fact.
really nice. Yeah. But I'm
Well-
talking about the shot. I don't care about the little tick after the ball. Those noobs.
cue ball fouls only.
Correct. Let's see. Mark James, let's go from Concordia, Kansas. Nice to see you there, Mark. Larry Dasso, well, the picture was wrong. Scoreboard is correct. Okay. And Bill Hocus Pocus Larson. Fargo is back. Yeah, we got that. Somebody else want to say that? Just kidding. Not really.
Well, of course, they all said it before we addressed it.
Oh,
They
I
were
don't think
getting
so.
to it late.
All right, take a look at the top. 6 and the 8 tied up. Rest of the table looks good. So you got the 3 ball right there to
Key
break
here
it.
is getting on the 2 ball nice and straightish.
Or making the 1 right now.
Oh, look at that 4 ball helping.
Great shot. Let's see. I got to get something fixed here. I'm looking. Sorry, guys.
And so, yeah, if he can hold the cue ball below that line that he just showed you. Hit it. Oh, wow. Hit it too thick, really, I think, because he was trying to hold the cue ball. And that still went in. So he's going to try and come with some kind of safety. Probably just snick off it and hope to get behind the 5 ball.
I don't know. I like playing the 3 dead into the 6, coming around 3 rails, bringing it around back.
All the way.
9, yeah.
Got to hit it hard that way, don't you? And you
But
you
you're
risk
going
opening
straight
up
in.
these balls.
I don't think you do with the 8 there.
So, yeah, he hit it real soft.
Yeah, he hit it a lot lighter.
Hoping to get behind the 5. But it's not going to do him any good.
I like hitting more solid to that. I was just messing around. You guys can still talk to me. I'm just a little bit
He
edgy.
just told everyone off for being helpful.
That's a good shot. It is helpful. I try. I make a lot of mistakes. I'll be the first one to admit it. We got to get big enough. You guys got to support us more so that we can get big enough that we can hire like people that do this for a living instead of people just.
So he's called the ball. He's
that's
hit it hard enough to.
good effort. He really pulled that back. Was that Robbie? I wasn't paying attention.
Robbie, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, ball in hand. A nice little open. Tables are opened up now.
Yeah, there's not much that can go wrong here. Maybe 7 to the 8, you could get a bad line or something.
Yeah, but because the 6 ball's so close and he can make sure that he just rolls forward and gets a nice angle. Gets close to the side rail, I'm sure.
I mean, you can play this up, too, so that you're just drawing and sliding over. Yeah, that's what he did.
Ooh.
I like that shot. Because now this is just a natural slide over. You just draw this ball.
I'm surprised he didn't give himself more angle than that.
He doesn't need it. He won't even have to hit this very hard, I don't think. Well, he hit it pretty stiff, so I think you're right. Probably a little more angle would have been great. A little less on this one would be great. But I think he'll be all right. Just a bunch of stop shots to Duncan. Put him down like it was nothing. 2-0.
Yep.
So exciting. There's a big semi-trailer sitting out next to the building.
Did it arrive?
Yeah. Hey, if you guys haven't shared yet, get out there and share the stream. We really appreciate it. We're kind of relying on you to take that link from YouTube and take it over to your Facebook page. Share it to some groups for us. We appreciate that. All right, we got Duncan Kaufman, Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame member, as our king right now, and he's being challenged by young gun Robbie Schmidt.
And Duncan comes all the way from Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin, up close to Madison.
Yeah, Matt, right. Pretty solid break, and the one ball is going to hold up, so only bad thing is he's on the rail here a little bit. And, I mean, what do you do? Jack up and just try and slide over, play the 2 past the 5, huh?
Yep.
Anything else, I think, is a little too
Just
much of a stroke.
Close to a stun shot here, just a hair of draw.
Oh, yeah.
But jacked up, that's not easy, is it?
Well, he didn't cut it. You know what I mean? Like, he hit that good. If he would have actually cut the ball, he would have slid up perfect, you know. So he just undercut it a little bit.
So let's...
Robbie with an easy start.
Robbie here.
Right? Robbie with an easy start.
Well, yeah, is that
Pretty
sarcastic?
tough
I mean, yeah, he's tough bridging over the 7, so you can't hit this cue ball where you'd like. And you've got to judge
forward.
this as he rolls across the table to get on the 2 ball. And he's... And didn't expect to hit the 4 ball on the way through.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. He's got to be a little frustrated there. Duncan kind of got away with that because he left him just brutally tough on his miss. And now Duncan's wide open again, so I think you're going to see a bunch of stop shots again from Duncan, or at least making them look like stop shots. I think I want to get a little bit back past where he is. He took the other angle and going to play to the side rail and back out. Debatable whether or not he comes down for the side pocket. No, came across. Nice shot there.
Yeah, that's a very nice shot.
Almost got a little bit backwards on this ball, so he's got to not draw too far. He's more or less going to stop this ball. Yeah. Held it nice.
He cheated the pocket there and played it like it was straight.
Yep, so very experienced shot there from Duncan. I think after 60, you refer to people as experienced.
Yep. He's virtually double Robbie's age.
Oh, boy.
And that inside English will get you. Look how much spin he had on that ball.
Yeah, it's so tough to judge because the timing of the spin when it hits the ball also determines how much you cut it. So your speed really affects that a lot too. So if he would have hit that just a little bit faster, it probably would have straightened out more like he wanted it. So Robbie with a good opportunity. Let's see. Nick says, good evening, gentlemen. We got Tim checking in saying, looking forward to watching a great match. I agree with you.
Good evening, Mr. Like. Now, it doesn't say there if it's junior or senior. I do know senior is watching, so I bet that's him.
Robbie gets one. Sir, yeah.
That's what Fon calls him, Nick Leek, sir.
Yeah.
Because it says SR after his name.
Vape Master says, who y'all got winning this? I think if Robbie snaps him off, because sometimes he can string quite a few, if he gets his break working, I think that's the only reason he kind of picked the 10-ball rules, because he knows he's got a crushing break, and he can run a good percentage of racks. He just doesn't want to have a fluke in there. So, he doesn't want to do that either.
Enormous quantity of right-hand spin on that ball, I'm sure, undesired.
Yeah, too much for sure. Take a quick look, even though there's not much to look at here. It's pretty wide open.
Nice open table. Another nice open table for Duncan.
Yeah, so just going to draw straight back here, try and get as straight on the 4 as he can. That'll be okay. He's got to go forward here now, though.
Well, he's got to go round the balls, doesn't he?
No, forward, high left. He's just going to play to the top.
More inside English.
Yeah. This shot's natural, though, kind of. I like that. I like that shot a lot. I feel very in control of that shot, as opposed to the other one that he just slid out rack previous. That's dead center pocket. So Duncan's got this table figured out. Oh, I was talking about the semi-trailer. I never kind of finished that, but...
and what's in that big semi-trailer, Kendall?
Well, let's just say this. This is the last King of the Hill match that will be played on this table. So there's not only a new table for this table, but there's a new table for all the other diamonds in here. So
The 7 foots.
7 foots, yeah.
Not counting the 2 coin-operated tables.
Right, correct. And I really want to replace those. So Duncan taking down his third game, 3-1, race to 20. Right now on path to keep his crown, but Robbie, I'm sure, is going to have a lot to say about that.
It's a long race to 20. We've just started. In the blink of an eye, we ripped through the first 5 games, which is... We're going through this at great speed so far.
18-pack like JB. Yeah, I don't think that's happening, but gets him going. But, I mean, Duncan is, he's a higher rate, 675. Not that that's a huge difference. I mean, it's only a 50-point rate difference. So that right there tells you Robbie has every capability, anyways, of winning this match if he plays right.
Yeah, and that's why he chose the 9-ball break, or the 9.
Probably, yeah.
9-ball. Duncan controlling his cue ball.
That's really good break.
He's not trying to sledgehammer hit it, but he's making balls and controlling the cue ball. So what more do you need?
He didn't get very lucky on the position here on the 2. I mean, you got to call this shot, so it's not like you can play the 2-way shot and try and push the 7 into the 5 and maybe get one or the other, leaving the 2 hang.
Yeah, and in regular 9-ball rules, there's a tendency to play shots like this harder and give yourself more chances for a good outcome. There is a possible kiss shot. I mean, it is one of those shots where you could make the 2 or the 5.
Yeah, see, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference in the night. That's the part I don't like. I think that's what makes the biggest impact on the game.
Yeah, and that's what I like about 9-ball. Some people say, well, 10-ball's a better game because you don't have flukes, but I like 9-ball. And you do, yeah, you're right. You make different choices when you get into murky, complex situations.
So the 4-6 is obviously the issue that you have here, but you got a short side 4-ball past the 9 if you wanted to. There's obviously a bunch of banking options that you have. Well, at least one cross side combination.
Yeah, so he's chosen to go above that. I was wondering if he was going to get underneath to shoot the 3 all the way into the 9-ball pocket. But no, he's chosen this combination. I
don't really like that choice, but maybe then you come up.
Yeah, it's good because he gets easy position on the 3 as long as he doesn't hit it too hard.
Right. And you get probably a good angle to come up on the 4, so maybe it's a brilliant shot. I think it might be.
And hopefully he doesn't get too straight.
What do you do? Do you try and pop this over and try and scratch in the side pocket to play it past the 9, or do you try and... Oh, he's just coming back for the combination.
Yeah, the combination is not that bad. I mean, there is distance between them, and he'd like to get as straight as he can on the combination, meaning cue ball kind of where it is right now would be okay.
It's hard to say if that 4-ball opens up or goes into the 9, though, after you shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it looks like it drifts past high of the 9, depending on
wow, he stroked
speed.
That ball. He kind of played right in between the 2, so
yeah.
Now he's got a choice. I mean, I think I'm playing the 4-ball here. That's a tough combination.
Yeah, it is tougher to see it, isn't it?
See, I don't know if he tried to play that, but that was my first instinct on that shot. Oh, that wasn't. That's a great shot.
Didn't call that, did you?
No, I had no idea.
You might have hit it too hard.
I didn't see that out of Robbie at all. I think that's like the first safety I've ever seen Robbie play. Well, second, maybe. So, good shot, though. You got to be in the right head for that, you know. Sometimes you see him just automatically like, oh, that's an easy safety, and you hit it, you know. I think it's just practicing him. It's good effort, but a little bit thick on Duncan's part there.
Robbie got what he needed out of that.
perfect angle. Just snake around the 4 or around the 6 and play it in the same pocket, I think. Yep. I don't like to see Robbie think this much. Robbie plays better when he doesn't think. He's kind of like me. As soon as I start thinking, I kill myself. He's an instinctive player. That's why he's so good at 9-ball.
No, I don't think Chris G is keeping stats, is he?
No, he didn't. He's a bum. And we didn't either, so.
We're bums too.
Yeah, we're bums too. Oh, yeah, they're going to be ready to play on tomorrow, Johnny. They're going to be ready. So everybody listening should just stop in and play on the new tables tomorrow. So the only question, did you succeed, as Robbie runs this rack out nicely, but did you succeed in acquiring the new pool balls along with the new pool tables?
Affirmative, Captain.
You did?
Well, you bet.
Oh, you're awesome.
Yeah,
all right.
We've got.
I was very prepared to be let down right there.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Hold your horses.
Whether or not.
Their way.
Well, it was a last-second request for you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, they'll probably.
I wasn't necessarily saying let down in you.
No. Well.
In this case.
They'll probably. I'll check the tracking. See if I got an email.
Yeah. So were they was it from Diamond? Did they have the?
No. We went to Q and Case.
Oh, they had them.
Yep. Q Sticks was the one we were looking at first.
Oh, I see.
So we got.
Well, excellent. So brand new pool balls, brand new racks, brand new tables, brand new cloth,
and even brand new ball trays.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting too.
They're only like $5 each.
Only. It's not your money, is it?
Well, that's retail about $250 or something. I didn't look at the wholesale cost, but.
All right, so.
But those trays are kind of dusty, and I know I've tried to clean them before. But
Shane, thank you for the compliment. Are they different than these?
I think they're the same. They might not have the same extra little rim on the.
Oh, see, I just had an idea for a real. I'm not going to say anything. I'll talk to you about it off air.
Okay.
It's a good idea, I think. Like I need any more projects.
So a good break from Robbie there. Got a tester of a shot here. Decide whether he even wants to shoot it. I mean, you can cut this one in, but okay, look at the angle he's picking there. So he wants to go around the angle. This window that he's pointing there between the 9 and the 4 ball.
Is he playing safe? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's cutting this ball in.
I see.
And going 2 rails, and then through that window between the 4 and the 9. Maybe he was playing safe.
Well, you saw something, obviously.
Well, he was lining up his cube on that line between the 4 and the 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Magger. What's going on, John? Well, I tell you, I feel like Robbie's been at the table quite a bit. I feel like I haven't seen Duncan shoot for a while. So, obviously, that reflected in the fact that Robbie's one closer to him at 2. He's going to get a good advantageous roll, we would call that.
Yeah,
Robbie's going to pop out the jump cue.
Second continuous miss there from Duncan.
They didn't say no jump cues, did they? I doubt if they would.
Well, he's got a jump cue in his hand, so I'm assuming not.
Well, you got old against new. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, I can't call Robbie new. He's kind of getting old too, but
31 years old he is.
Yeah, old man. I wish I was 30. 31's about what I'd take. Any younger than that, I think you don't have enough life experience yet. No offense. You'll agree with me. Oh, good effort, but didn't quite get there. I'll tie up the 4 a little bit, though. Made it at least tighter.
Yeah, and so the first 3 balls here, the 1, the 2, and the 4.
So
that's the critical part here.
Paul Hemminghouse chiming in here, saying he might have to peep in pretty soon. John, what do you think, buddy?
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just say hi.
Is that what you were trying to make him do, Paul?
Just say hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny. Johnny gives me a compliment, and then I rip on him a little bit. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Please make sure you're getting out there and sharing the stream. If you caught us on somebody's Facebook page, go ahead and share it. If you didn't make it shareable when you shared it, make sure you make it shareable so other people can spread the word, get you guys watching. We haven't been here in 2 weeks. Had the ACS tournament last week.
Mm-hmm.
You should look that up somewhere. Because there's a lot of good. I know that Matt Apple team, Jeff Cole, Dan Coppins, Taylor Collar, and it was Corey, right?
Corey Peterson.
Yep. Took down the ACS State Masters Championship, so that was terrific.
And the ladies also won.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Tammy Forbes.
They did.
And Rayanne, I think.
Yeah, so a lot of really
Letty,
yeah. And they're actually in Puerto Rico right now, so that's terrific too. All right, Duncan looking like he's kicking at this. He's probably going to call it inside. It's good shots, and he's going to end up right over the top of the 7. Looks like something that happens to me. I mean, just give him the bottom of the ball, and he's got so many more options. I think he's just going to slide off the 2, come up rail, hide him behind the 8. It's not really a good offensive shot, so. Yep. And good shot. It's not quite how I saw it, but he hit that really, really well, and he kept him fairly close to the 8 ball, which was important for that shot. Robbie's probably just going to push cross side here, try and push the 2 straight into the rail and keep the cue ball on the same line. Or even push it in the 8, yeah. I hate trying to hit the edge of the ball when I go for this stuff. I think you have to limit how much you think you're going for the edge of it. What are you doing over there? You look really focused.
Yeah, because I'm just making sure I got that right when I called who was on that women's team, and I was wrong.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 different teams. That was a great hit there by Robbie.
Tammy, the three-lady team that just won.
Oh, Mitch, not Corey. That's right. Jeez.
So we'll get one thing at a time. The ladies was Tammy Forbes, Letty, Wilthrow, and Kelly Burdine won the ladies state championship.
We're prepared. I just got back from Florida. That's my excuse. I was so devastated when I lost to Duncan, I had to go to Florida and take a vacation. And nice. 10-ball rules are going to affect that one for sure.
Rules, right. So you can make them shoot again.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily. You're not going to let them shoot again, though, are you? Because you play safe here. It's tough to play safe here because the balls are all on the edges of the table.
I think you're playing behind the 5, right? Playing the 2 up by the 8.
It's a risky shot, that, because if you don't get the speed right, it sort of you sell out.
Well, so then you give it up and let your opponent sell out.
And then he freezes you behind the 5. Just
right, hits it exactly perfect. All right, Duncan opting to play the ball. And I think he's going to try and get behind. Yep, behind the 5 it is. And 8.
And what did I just say?
Yeah, and he hit it just a little bit thick. You know, any less than that ball maybe ties up on the 8. So Robbie with a great opportunity here to tie things up after going down early, 0-3. He's got these 5 balls here to tie it up. So that was a confident stroke. He's feeling like, hey, maybe I can do it. Behind the 7, cue ball behind the 5. I wish I could go back and see the lay because I don't remember what that would have been. But Johnny had a different idea on how to play that ball.
Oh, sneak off the other way. Okay. Thin.
Oh, right. I got you. Now I see it, yep. This isn't easy. It's about the worst angle you can have into this shot. Honestly, he's got to force it too much.
Yeah, he's got to thump this one, doesn't he?
Yeah, forward or back.
Yeah,
he's going to go back. Yeah. Well, didn't hit it as hard as he could have.
Yeah, hit that well.
Yeah, see, he's playing a little more in a rhythm like he's supposed to. I mean, that's his game. I mean, him thinking really does. I mean, and I mean that nicely and not mean. But as soon as he starts thinking, he gets himself in trouble. You know, he overthinks it. So shooting fast is to his advantage. Got some excitable dart players in the corner over there. John Fields predicting. Let's see. So we got, yeah, and just to clarify again, and Mitch, I'm so sorry. I was trying to picture it. It was Mitch, not Corey, for that tournament too. So we made 2 mistakes. Look at that break. That's why he made that rule. Kind of tough here though, but
yeah. Little John thinks Robbie's going to win this, 20-17.
It's definitely possible. If he just plays instinctive and he plays aggressive, he's tough to beat because he makes everything. I mean, that's the thing about Robbie. But when he's off, you know, he's off. He's like me, kind of that way too. I mean, we're very similar Fargo rates, so maybe that's just the sticking point. You know.
So he's got this off-angle combination. He played that draw shot really well. He's got on that combination as good as he could.
Is he going to get the roll? That's the only question. Yeah, and he did.
He's okay there.
Yeah.
He's got to spin down and miss the side pocket, go below the side pocket.
See, now this is where, like a rhythm player, you got to be a little bit careful because you can kind of overdo it and end up slicing this not thin enough. And you hit it good and hold on, otherwise he's going to have a tough one on the 5. Well, this is where it's nice to be tall.
That's right. Yeah, he's just okay here, isn't it? Nothing. There's no shot he can't reach, Robbie. Not many.
He is at the end of the queue, so yeah.
Oh my goodness, was he overstretched?
Yeah, he just rushed it a little bit because he was stretching. He's not going to be happy about that shot.
Extension on his gear.
Yeah. All right, so Duncan with a good opportunity here. Nick Lake says, nice out. I agree with LJ. I think Robbie pulls off the win. And it is Mr. Sir that is commenting.
Nick Lake, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Just barely bumping that in off of the outside of the pocket there. Yanked his head up. Yep. Old school. What's going on? Thanks for joining us in chat. And I agree. He did look like he jerked his head up a little bit. So it wasn't all that warm in Florida. It was all right. But it wasn't like...
Warmer than Wisconsin, I'll bet.
Oh, yeah. Duncan trying to find the right side of the rack to use. Let's see. Oh. Carrie's saying hi to you. Johnny's wife loves your accent.
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, look. He even plays it a little bit. As soon as somebody starts talking about your accent, it gets a little bit... I've known you a long time.
All I did is say hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Old school, thank you for that. We love having you guys. We love having these things. We love to see great players like Duncan and Robbie go at it. Got some great matches continuing to come up as we continue this series. Duncan not doing too shabby on his break either. If he gets control and he gets a shot off the break, I mean, he's putting himself in the center.
Yeah, he's controlling the cue ball
almost every time I've seen him break.
He doesn't have to hit the ball super hard because they're opening up well.
Well, let's take a quick look, see what he's looking at. He's definitely going to push out, I think it looks like.
He's going to leave a long bank shot on the one ball. Robbie's just going to get up this and guarantee you he's going to be firing at this.
Hey, you got to watch out for the 5 a little bit.
He likes his bank shots.
Can get you in trouble. 5 ball can definitely get you in trouble on this shot if you're not careful.
Duncan knew that he was probably going to shoot at that ball and luring him into taking a shot that he's not 100% on.
At least he didn't hang it in. Oh, wait, he did.
Yeah. A little bit of sarcasm there from Kendall.
Yeah. It's kind of that day. I'm excited to get the tables, though. I'm really I was excited to get back in the booth and watch some great pool tonight.
So our plan originally was 7 a.m. tomorrow morning to start moving tables, but a little bird tells me we're talking about doing it right after this.
What? So we changed our minds.
Is that it?
Right after what? After this?
After
Tables are still going to be full. So you're saying as soon as the tables empty out?
Yeah, tonight.
Who's talking about that?
I don't know. Fong told me that you were thinking about it.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
I want to sleep.
Oh.
I'm tired. I'm still jet-lagged a little bit.
I mean, we've got all the guys here.
Well, whatever. This is a tough shot here. He's got to try and get around the 6 ball. He didn't quite. Again, he just undercut it a little bit. That's the second time he's had a shot like that.
He had to use a little bit of spin to flick it in and hit it so hard that it really didn't have a chance to bend at all.
It just isn't. He wasn't compensating his aim quite enough for the shot he shot. That's the same shot that he had earlier where he missed, and he had to put a lot of English on it. So there's days where that makes sense too. You know, it's like anything else, that the distance or the difference in those. Robbie going to take advantage, though, tie things back up here. I'm about 95% sure. Mike B, absolutely. No problem at all. He had messaged me. I think you from New York somewhere. I'm sorry. We're from America. You shouldn't expect me to understand geography even in our own country all the time. But I don't remember. You said I think you were from New York.
And Robbie, I was going to say he left himself a little tempter there. He took his time over that because he didn't really like where he'd left himself.
Me and that darn 5% probably let it creep in there. So Duncan going to take advantage. Thanks, man. I'd like to say we work hard at it, but at this point it's kind of like on cruise control a little bit. I think we just get to come in here and enjoy ourselves every week and watch some great pool and chat with you folks about it. So, I mean, it doesn't get too much better, except for playing maybe. Yep, New York, just above New York City by the Tappan Zee Bridge. Again, I'm from America. I don't know geography. Tappan Zee Bridge?
Sounds like
German.
Yeah, you got a German accent.
Yep. All right, Duncan for the break here. He's taking the lead now by 2 as Robbie kind of left that 9 ball hang for him. So there's loose and there's 2 loose, and I think Robbie got a little too loose and got out of line on the 9 and then easy enough to miss stroke 1 ball. Really, for the most part, I like how Duncan's controlling his cue ball. He's hitting that solid and holding it.
Yeah, and the 1 ball's flying into the side pocket.
Last person we saw do that was Johnny Fields, and we know how that all went.
Yeah, and better than anyone else, he really controlled his cue ball. Had it absolutely stopping right dead in the middle of the table.
I don't know, I kind of know he's watching, so is that like sucking up?
No, the truth is, I've never seen anyone quite so consistently hit that break.
No, he was. We were talking about that, and if you haven't seen that match, who was it against? Sergio, right? I mean, every week when he played 9 ball, it was he had all his breaks really in control, but the 9 ball was noticeably perfect. Most. All right, Duncan trying to get perfect on this rack, so it's kind of tricky here. You're in between things. Does 4 go past the 7? Because then I might be tempted to do that. But he's probably just going to... Oh. Well, never mind what he thought he was going to do. Cause
doesn't go past the 6.
He is not going to like that one. Safety coming, I think. Five ball's kind of not in a great spot either, so a couple ways to play safe. You can leave him a shot at the 4 that there's no chance he's ever going to make and get on the 5. Or try to get him right behind the 9 here. Or the 6. Or leave him the edge.
It's kind of in between those two shots, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You'd think he'd want to be behind the 9, but he hit it too hard for that.
All right, this is going too slow. Just slam bank this kick shot in, end up straight in on the 5. He's going to play safe, but you can always hope. Wow, that's great shot.
Yeah, nice
control on the cue ball. I just learned something right there. So
nice little bump on the 6 ball there to hold it behind. And playing tempo rules, so he's got to call a pocket here, which he did.
Yeah, let's take a look real quick while Duncan looks for a second. Yeah.
And he plays with this with inside spin, doesn't it, to get it there?
Yeah, it was really
kill it off the
hit.
rail and bring it towards the 6. Yeah, and again, if this was 9 ball rules, you'd be hitting this 4 ball pretty hard. But 10 ball rules they're playing, so he's picked a pocket.
Johnny already threatening to come back and challenge if Duncan would come close to his record.
Gonna get everyone excited if you say that, John.
Well, but then they're going to be rooting for Duncan to win a lot. Duncan's retired. He could just, live here kind of. Shot by Robbie. Left enough angle that he's not too straight, so he's got a little bit of movement here to get onto this 6 clean.
Yeah, he's got the perfect angle, doesn't he?
Well, he could have came off just a touch more, but he's just going to pocket speed this ball, so you're not going to see him hit this very hard. He might, though, because I'm trying to think. He likes that long stroke. He could go back and forth here, too. Could try and come off the second rail. I like just rolling this nice and easy, but... Yeah, see, he doesn't like it. It's right in between there. It's got to stay down. This is just where you got to remember your mechanics and just relax. Yeah, pocket. Yeah. That's the way I would play it. As hard as Robbie hits the ball, I wouldn't have been surprised to see him hit that harder to try and kind of straighten out the stroke.
And it looks like he has just a hair of an angle, so he may just be drawing straight back here without using the rail.
Well,
this is another tester. And this
I tell you, he's really got to make this ball.
This is tougher than the last tempter, so he's called the bank shot.
That surprises me. Is he spooked because of that? He shorted that ball too. Well, if you would have got him down here on this end rail, it would have been maybe a little iffy. It's still one of those where you push it into the side rail sometimes. So let's see if Duncan hits it. We'll stay over his shoulder. You can see the cue ball good. Well, thought you could. We'll stay there anyways. Yeah, see, he almost did it too.
Wow.
Look out. Nope. Yeah, he almost did it too.
Yeah, that ball wobbled, didn't it, before it went in? Yeah.
Here, we'll leave it run through here one time and watch it again.
Hit the corners. 3 corners it hit before it went in.
Yep. Yeah, let's take one more look. Side rail. I mean, that's about as far to that outside as you can hit that without having it not go, I think. Oh, going to miss it again. I hope not. There we go. All right, Duncan to break and taking the lead now 6-3. Robbie's had some opportunities here. So
1 ball in the side pocket.
Has he been making that also?
Yeah, in the last rack he did, and he was very close there.
That's the first time I've seen his cue ball get kicked. He must have been lower on that ball because he backed up further than he normally was.
Yeah, and he made 2 balls several times on several breaks already, and wishes he could have borrowed one of them for this rack.
This combination Robbie's looking at. I think he's going to play safe here, though. Maybe he goes aggressive. It was pretty straight in, but I think he's going to play safety. Oh, he did. That's the game I like to see Robbie play anyway, so I don't care that he missed it.
He cares.
It was darn close.
If it's any consolation. Oh, that was pretty close. Nice try.
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather see like a good effort and a miss than just stuff that I do.
Play the safety and then miss the safety.
Yeah, whatever.
Speaking of safeties.
I think you're going to see one.
Wrong.
Oh.
That was a thin angle, wasn't he?
See, if I would have slowed down and let you could have been like, he's not playing one here.
Well, we're proving today that we're not watching on the delay.
Right.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
He'd like to be right back where he is, but that ain't happening.
Put a 10-second delay. And get all our predictions correct.
You just super stroke this ball and draw it right down into the 7 ball. Zing!
He's digging down, so
yeah,
I think he is shooting it. Yeah,
that's the
of course
shot.
He's shooting it.
You gotta
make sure you don't. The 7 ball, doesn't come into play somehow.
See, Duncan's got the same problem I do, though. He's 61, so his bones are getting old. So to hit this ball this hard kind of hurts.
Really?
You know what I'm talking about too.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're in worse shape than I am.
I don't feel it.
In a box, I'd lose probably.
Yep.
Safety that is not going to work.
Yeah, not only that, he's nudged those balls open a little bit while the 4 ball's still tough.
4 ball goes. It's just you got the 8 like
you
in
can't
the
get
ideal.
on it. Yeah.
Well, you can. Both sides you can make it from.
Yeah.
For sure, up past the 8. If you get up to the end of the rail, he's gonna bump it here. Well, you can't really.
Can't really risk it, but
well, you might as well. Might as well. Safety coming.
Yeah, now he's got a chance with the 5 and the 7 there to get behind the 5. Double kissed.
Oh, man.
Double kissed that ball.
That's the worst thing you could have done there.
Yep.
That's no good. Oh wait, which one is that? I don't know which one we got. Hold on.
Welcome to the King of the Hill.
Chris G didn't tell me where he put the new button. I bet you it's next to Johnny's.
Do not press that button.
Well, we're going to find out the next chance I get. I'm trying it. It's a good angle. I like this. You just hold this ball a little bit. So
Yeah, and what kind of angle do you want on the 5 here to get back on the 6?
He's
ended up
as long as he's short.
Straight on it.
He would have liked to be a little bit kind of over by the microphone on the upper table more. Holy cow. Getting crazy in here tonight.
Big draw shot.
Oh, yeah, he cheated the pocket. And got it.
He's okay. He survived those little nudges.
Just like he drew it up. Thank you guys for sharing the stream. We really appreciate it. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you do that. And let's see, Jason White. Oh, yeah. He's going to challenge Johnny. So speaking of which, the 20th, Saturday, I believe it's the 20th. I should look before I speak. Next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
What's next Saturday?
Well,
let's look. Today's Friday, the 18th. So what is that? 8 days later, right? Be the 26th.
You're not talking about the Cue It Up tournament?
Nope, I'm not.
When's that? That's coming up.
Well, hopefully not Saturday. So David Searing and I are going to be playing a match for...
The grudge match.
Grudge match. Well, I did... Yeah, that wasn't streamed, though. I don't think. But we're going to play 9-ball, race 25. 2,000 in the middle, so 1,000 apiece in the middle.
You're kidding me.
Nope. Good match.
Wow.
Dave and I always have great matches, so I'm excited to play just win or lose. I think it's
yeah, I know you guys played a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, right?
We play well against
and
each other.
Who won that match?
I did.
How much were you playing for?
I think the total was $600.
$6.
Yeah, $6. 6 Mad Apple dollars. Oh, he's gonna. Did he get this? I want to see a run off the break. We haven't had a run off the break in a while. Can you see the one?
You can see it.
Yeah, to bank it. Yeah.
If he wants to hit it thin.
Yeah, he's down looking.
No, he's not. Yeah, from there it looks like he's got it.
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got enough angle to come around, possibly to get up on the. You don't really want to play the 2-9 combination, I don't think.
No.
You're gonna try and draw around for the 2 ball in the corner, I think.
Or inside English and follow, try and get past the 6. You don't want to hit the 6.
I have trouble controlling that shot.
Yeah,
I
there's
do that
another inside English shot that went awry.
Leaving Robbie the edge here. With a 4-game lead, I tell you, Robbie has really just got to get something going. He's had some opportunities, got moving a little bit, and then he's given a couple back here.
He was tied up at 3-3. Had a chance to take the lead at 4-3.
Yeah, and then
in that run that you said he was 95% guaranteed to make.
Yeah.
And
well, I think that was tied 4-4.
He's had a couple of
here nor there
positions. It was what?
I think that was to tie it up 4-4, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. The point's still being made. You know, he's had his opportunities and missed a few.
He's going to come with a shot here.
I have no idea. Was that English? What did you say?
That was American.
What was it?
What did I just say?
Yeah.
He's got to come with a shot here.
Oh. Nobody would have guessed that.
No. That's definitely
Did anybody out there understand that? That's
everybody did.
I don't think so.
And no, that was not really an English phrase. Unless you count American English.
American. Well, this is... do you play the bank here as a 2-way shot? Try and catch the backside of the 6 ball to float up for the 2, and if you don't, maybe you get the 2-9.
No.
And leave them.
There's too much speed on the cue. You're saying you have to hit the 6 to slow it down.
No.
If you make this bank shot.
No, I'm saying to go around the 6, hitting the backside of it. That side, right there. Just like that.
And he did hit the backside of the 6.
Yeah, exactly what I called.
Okay.
Got a bad roll, though.
That is what you just said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's got an angle.
Lucky guess.
He's on the 2 ball nicely. And now he's set himself for a safety. He's got to make sure he doesn't accidentally bank the 4 ball in. And he did not hold the cue ball.
Execution.
And you know
key.
what? I think it was fear of putting too much speed in the 4 ball, because if it hit it hard, it was going to bank towards the corner. He needed to give it a little bit more draw, a little bit more stop. Yeah, he wishes we were playing 9-ball rules now. So Duncan has seen he didn't want this shot, so Duncan put Robbie back in again after Robbie misses that ball and slops it into the wrong pocket. And ends up totally snooking himself on the 5 ball.
Well, you can only hope to do that again. This isn't a bad safety. This is speed, and you just have to... I mean, because you got the 8 possibility to hook him. You're pushing the 5 over by the 7-6. There's a few options here for this safety to work. Yep, and there it is.
Wow.
That's almost...
That's a really, really
picture perfect.
Good shot.
Yeah, you hit that.
I don't know if you got it. The overhead view. Well, no, the 8 ball is just slightly in the way, isn't it?
Hey, what's going on, Nick? Good to see you. You're right, it has been a while. So good to see you here. We missed last week, so even if you tried, you couldn't watch us last week. But yeah, I mean, Robbie couldn't have hit that any better. That was ridiculous.
He's
really.
not going for a jump cue, so I think he's going to play a little bendy masse shot. Oh, he's going real fast.
Yeah, let's just take another look here quick. I mean, he honestly could not have hit it any better.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, I thought the chances of getting safe off that were not good unless you hit it absolutely perfect, and he hit it really well.
No, he's got a shot here, maybe off the rail, huh? Looks like he's trying. Well, good solid hit, which gets him maybe a slight reward. You got a little.
So I think he was playing safe there because that solidness of that hit.
Yeah, maybe.
Never gave it a chance to go in the pocket. And if you were playing for the pocket, you've got to aim for a thin hit and risk missing it altogether. So that's risky.
Robbie opting to safe, and he couldn't have hit the speed any better. Giving Duncan a jump shot to the side pocket, though, for sure, coming. I don't know. Does Duncan jump?
I don't know. I felt that he could have jumped at that last shot, but didn't. But he has gone to swap cues, so he's going to jump this one.
Going over to the tool bag. And going to give this a shot, jumping over. Oh, I think I like this better. No, maybe I shouldn't have.
Because you're not going to be able to see the cue.
All right, I'm going back.
There you go. Yeah, that's a bit.
Wow. All that prep, and he got up there and just hit her.
I hit it pretty good, but again, that's no good. That's not enough. So yeah, look at that angle he's looking at here. In order to go from the 6 to the 7, he needs to be really nice on the 6.
I mean, here's the deal. The further away from the 7 you get, the easier to leave on the 6 becomes. You know. So he just doesn't want to try.
If you leave the cube up table, your window's bigger.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. You don't want to leave it that far down.
He can still do it, but he's going to have to go backwards and forwards across the table now.
Yeah, he kind of threw his arms up, but honestly, it's not what he wanted.
It's actually almost simpler this way, isn't it?
Good shot, yeah. Just gotta relax. 2 rails back and forth for the 7.
Yeah, and he's got to make sure. Oh wow, he's thinking about going all the way to the top of the table and back again. Just got to play it in a way that he doesn't bring the side pockets into play. That's all.
It'll be neat. Let's see if he can do what he was trying.
In this way, he's got to make sure he doesn't end up behind the 8 somehow.
That's a neat shot.
Bang! Look at that.
Perfect.
Survived a kiss on the 8. 9 ball is frozen all the way down on the bottom rail, so again he's gonna have to use the whole table here. He's picking out at the angle he wants on the 8 ball.
It's the Pegasus. Oh, nice stroke. When he's fluent, nobody hits the ball much better.
Yeah, it's not the angle he was choosing. He's acting. His body language says he's not at all happy.
Well, he can't be, really.
What does the overhead view look like? How straight is he on this 8?
I mean, I think it definitely is not great.
And it's a little bit misleading on because the camera is in the center and we've got it looks like a rectangular pool table, but for some reason, just because of the optics, you have these sort of curved lines, so it's tough to tell. He may be absolutely dead straight on this, I know.
If he is, he's just got to cheat a little bit and try and scratch.
Draw straight back.
Jeez.
Hit it perfect. What a great shot.
I don't know which one to save, that one or the one prior.
Well, that was a big shot right there.
We'll take that one.
And that nice draw shot. He's got to start feeling better.
Well, as long as he makes it, you know.
Yeah.
Again, Pegasus shot. You hit that one perfect. Now you just got to finish. Took it to the outside.
What's Pegasus? Other than a winged horse.
No. I'm going to play that from the start again because we missed the beginning of that.
Yeah. And the way where the cue ball goes, he's hitting this ball dead straight. Drawing the cue ball right back towards his Q-tip. He'd hit the Q-tip again if he'd left his cue there. He stroked it.
All right, Robbie to break.
Really well.
And
what's Pegasus?
I'm trying to remember that it's a acronym for post excellent shot. Something I don't remember.
That would be PES. PEG.
Yeah.
Post excellent.
I don't remember.
Oh, a nice little rail
I
first
don't
shot.
remember who did that. I think
That was a good shot. Get a replay on that one.
Might have been Dale. Came up with that, but I don't remember.
So he's thinking about another sweet draw shot.
Yeah,
this one you really got to get the speed right. In fact, of course, that last one he played, he had to get the speed right, and he did. Little friendly bump. No. Could have used a little tap on the 3 ball. But he's still in control. And he's going to try and play another out of the blue freeze on the back of the side of the 6 ball type shot. So he's going to draw back to the freeze on the back of the 6 ball.
He's feeling those shots because that's a good shot.
Well, the good news is the 3 ball got to the end rail because he did leave a window to get to it.
You think so? I think he's got to spin it to get there, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to stay here for a second and see if we can tell. Otherwise, we'll switch to the other view. Yeah, I don't think he's got the edge of that. Maybe. Yeah, maybe he does.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 ball may have gone just far enough that he doesn't have this potting angle.
Watch the 6. Yeah,
so
he had a lot of it, actually.
Well, you could see a lot of the 3 ball. I just don't think he could
do much.
He couldn't get to the rail and play the rail first shot, which you might have considered there, with the 3 being close to the pocket.
I'm not paying attention here, Nicholas. Get into town to you.
So there's someone predicting a 2017 scoreline the other way.
Vape Master is guessing 20 to Duncan, 17 Robbie. So he's basically saying the score is going to stay the same all the way through to the end. Robbie down by 3.
He'd like to be able to be knocking those ones in.
Yeah, you got to get in stroke. He hasn't had a lot of confidence building shots, to be honest with you. I mean, Robbie's really had a little bit of a tough go of it. I mean, he's missed some that he probably shouldn't have too, but I think there's definitely reasons for that.
Well, looks like he's not going to be playing the 4 in the side anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, he used all of that pocket for sure. But other than that, he's got a good little run out here. 8 to the 9 if you get funny on the 8. Well, he's kind of straight. Tendency here is to end up straight. He left a good angle. Forward and back down.
Forward, you say, huh? Not a big draw shot.
Well, I guess he is.
He's playing the big draw shot. Makes it look easy. Duncan makes it look very simple, doesn't he? He plays what looks like a simple game, but he's really in control. He's got a simple looking stance.
Yeah.
And he makes the game look easy.
Johnny said Robbie's going to be lucky to get 10 the way he's playing. That's right. It only hurts a little, I'm sure. Yeah, no. It is tough. I don't care. I mean, I started my last week playing Duncan. I started out perfect. First 6 or 7 racks, I think I played everything the way I wanted to. And then after that, everything just fell apart. But Duncan played really well too. You know, Duncan came on very strong and took advantage every time I had a mistake to come back and pretty handily beat me. So, but if I could have stayed playing the way I did the first 6 or 7 racks, it was lights out. And I can't even tell you what that difference is. Because for me, there was no difference. I didn't feel any different.
So that's another rack where Duncan's made 2 balls on the break, spreading the balls across the table. He's got a little challenge with his first shot.
So if Robbie can get past that and get back to where he was shooting before,
I think
he's capable.
Duncan's going to continue to play really consistently, I expect. And Robbie has a chance to sort of let his magic shine if he can explode and play the way we know he can. This is awkward, though, isn't it? This first shot. What are you going to do with it?
That's not great. It's tough. I don't know. Even that, it's a good shot, but I don't think you're going to get much out of your next shot. Robbie's going to find a way to get him up table.
It looks like you want to get behind the 4 and the 5, but that's not actually so simple, is it?
No, I don't. Is that the way he's going? I don't like that shot. Oh.
Yeah, that's a problem with that.
Well, not anymore. Let's go far enough.
Really sweet.
Nope, not far enough. So leaving Duncan a shot here at the 1 ball.
Yeah, and the only saving grace is Robbie tapped the 4 and the 5 together. And they did not line up for a combination.
Take a second to thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Xstream. We do appreciate all your support. We appreciate everybody checking in, chiming in. Anytime you feel like speaking up and giving some opinion on some of the shots, please feel free.
So what's the plan here, though, with the 4 ball? Can you get an angle on the 3 somehow to go into them?
Well, you can for sure break them, but you know as well as I do, you don't want to break them last. You'd prefer to get them broke up ahead. You don't want to be planning on
shoot the 3 and
get
nudge the 4 out. I think
yeah.
He's got no choice, though, does he?
Well, I think if you're going to do that, you're planning to hit the 5 because you don't really want to move the 4 because it's too unpredictable.
So, yeah, he's just showed you his line. He's going to go to the other side of the 8 ball to give himself an angle on the 3.
So he's following here?
Yeah.
Vape Master, thank you very much. We appreciate that. That's very generous. All of the donations like that. So that's a donation that he did. It's a super chat, and it was for $1.99. So thank you very much.
All the donations go to our drugs and alcohol program because drugs and alcohol are expensive.
Jeez,
so we want to thank everyone for that.
It's just like the worst appropriate joke possible because the money actually goes to our juniors program, which we're avoiding. It's such tasteless. You English people. Tasteless humor.
Little joke every now and again ain't going to hurt, is it?
Hit the 5. I think he came out good here. I think he's got a nice
straight on it, and he's got just enough space that it is possible to make this ball without double hitting. Robbie may ask for someone to watch.
I think he's shooting far enough away from this that it's not even going to be close. He's almost got to go down table and back up, right? I don't think you're going forward.
Yeah, has an angle on this shot, does he?
Yeah, it looks like it. That to me looks like he might be overcutting it a bit if he stays right where he's lining up. But
and it is still possible to double hit this. Get a little tap on the cue ball with the Q-tip.
Uh-oh. Oh, he did hold it.
Yeah, that looked like a good hit to me.
Yep. Jeez. Juniors program. Juniors. Kids.
Junior.
Yeah. Oh, my. Duncan trying to get tricky.
Yeah, that one got away. Speed was wrong, wasn't it?
Yeah, timing.
It was a spin shot, and it kind of massaged away. And
we talk about timing in pool, and to some people that play baseball or something, that doesn't make sense. How do you have timing with something that's not moving? But it's really where you're positioning it in your stroke, where the acceleration point is.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of plain ball hitting, isn't it? If you get the timing wrong, you still make the shot if you've aimed it right. But those spin shots, you get the speed wrong, you miss the shot. So, lifeline to Robbie.
Yeah, it really was. So he's got to make sure he puts this down because, as easy as these shots are, they get tough when you're on a stream and, maybe have missed a couple balls. So you got to really make sure you focus. And he did. Puts it down, so that's good. Gets him to 5, so only down by 3 at this point. So nice work there by Robbie. Let's take a quick look at some numbers for Robbie while he's breaking. Maybe. There we go. Fargo is 623. I was told it went up. He's 31. He's from Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Plays with a Predator and a Revo 12.4 shaft. Predator Victory Medium.
Which I just put another Predator Victory Medium on for him.
So he's not lying?
Half an hour before the before the match. I don't think he's playing with that shaft, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that would be unusual not to break it in.
So that's what I said to him when he handed it to me.
He's been playing 13 years. His favorite game is obviously 9-ball. We're watching it here. And then, of course, his favorite player, the one and only, the great Larry Neville. The Truth.
So you were saying you were hoping to see some break and runs earlier.
Well, hopefully
got himself in position here. Broke well.
Take a look over his shoulder for this shot. Would like to come off that rail a bit more, but I don't think he's going to have any issue here. Got far enough off where he's not jacked up too much to try and get back for this 5. Still keep it pretty flat.
Yeah, and he needs to get back because you don't want to have... Yeah, that's good.
Perfect. He needs some of those shots. Yeah, I mean, Robbie definitely is a thinker because as soon as he gets a little bit tough, even though he can easily make this shot, you see him, but he's always been that way. I think it makes him play better.
Yeah, make sure he's happy with this shot on the 8-ball.
I think he makes better outs when he's frustrated with himself.
Just a little stun around the angles, isn't it?
2 rails should be coming around. Play the 9-ball right where he's standing. He ended up short on this ball again. He's trying to stroke these in, but he's just coming short on everything.
And you'd expect him to make balls like this, except he has missed a couple already in this match where he I
tell you, he doesn't
leave
miss
him perfect on the 9.
Looks easier from here, doesn't it? A little bit.
I think he's going to make this one, though.
I hope so. I do hope he can stroke this ball in the cup. And he does. Keep the cue ball out of the hole.
He's safe.
6 games to 8, folks. He's crawling back. Hello, what's going on, Riley? And Paul, deja vu all over again.
Didn't you just say that? I have this weird feeling you already said that.
Are we repeating ourselves?
Is that one of those deja vu moments?
Could have been. Speaking of deja vu, get out there and share our stream. We really appreciate it. Copy the link from YouTube or go to your favorite friend who likes us already and it has shared to you and share their share. I think it works like that, doesn't it? Share the share that you received. Sharing is caring. Good break again by Robbie, holding the cue ball that time. So
sharing is caring. That's a good one.
It is. I'm sure somebody else has used that. I, once again, did not create that concept. I, however, utilized it. Well, starting shot is probably the tester here.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut this in and negotiate these balls in the middle of the table.
And is he going to get a good roll, or is he going to throw his hands in the air?
Well, didn't throw his hands in the air.
He deserves to throw his hands in the air. He hit that pretty good. He's still got this up.
Wow.
He's got this shot in.
It's
him.
a very thin cut if you're thinking about this combination.
It's actually a pretty big hole, though, from where he's sitting.
So, yeah, he's playing the 6. Don't want to lose the cue ball up table and hook himself. Hit it hard enough. Wow.
Hey, how'd that work?
How did
Another
that get back there? How about that? He hit it hard enough because he knew he was going to end up table and back down.
I like that.
The billiards gods are saying, look, fortune favors the bold.
Yeah, that's.
And he needed a little bit of fortune there.
He got it. Came out good. It's a little tricky here. You got to follow forward because that 2's going to push to the rail. So.
Yeah, it's done well.
He held it nice. I think I like it. It's a good shot there.
Got to be real happy with that. Lovely little angle. You can just roll forward now.
Go back to this.
Watch this off the side pocket. I didn't know at first how he got back down there so quick.
That was that replay of that combination that he made to keep this thing alive. And be a heck of an out to get within one game if he can pull this off, which is looking closer and closer like he may. I don't like this, though. I mean, you'd like to have an angle to play the 8 past the 9, I think. But kind of straight. And didn't care. You just stroked the ball. Take what you get. And he got good, I think.
Came out smelling of roses.
Red, rosy roses. Sneaks it up there in the corner pocket, setting himself perfect on that 9 ball, getting ready to break for a tie opportunity. 7-6. Robbie coming back. Where are the predictions now? Anybody's game at this point keeps up like this.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if they're both breaking well. Earlier in the match when Robbie was breaking, he was losing the cue ball. I see he has a little bit more control of it this time.
Well, he did the last break. He held it last time. He had a good solid break and held it there.
And that was a good one. Got knocked.
He might be actually letting up a little bit because he was losing control of the cue ball. And it wasn't working for him. You know, you're better off doing what you just did here. Well, not making a ball, you know.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was whacking that as hard as he was previously.
Right.
And he gained the control of the cue ball but didn't make an object ball, so that's really not going to help.
So if you guys are bored and you feel like telling us where you're from, I'd be curious to see where everybody's listening from. I know we had Mike earlier from New York checking in. He actually emailed me and asked me why we weren't on last week. I thought I was going to get yelled at. He didn't yell, though. He was very polite. What's he looking at here? Oh, I see. 2 rails. So did he call the side pocket? Might as well on this shot, I guess. I gave it a run. He must have called it. I don't know if that's good or bad. Duncan probably will take this shot.
Yeah, because he's got an edge here. You can use the 8 ball to stop the 1 ball.
We'll stay here for this. I like this. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Is he going to try
Missouri.
and get behind the 9-ball?
Pretty sure that's... Did he miss that ball altogether? Or did he hit
No, he clipped it into the 8. Used the 8 to stop the 1.
Okay. All right, so we got some people checking in here. Joplin, Missouri. I'm pretty sure Joplin is where my sister started her teaching career. She couldn't get a job around here. And I know it was Missouri because we used to make fun that she was in misery. Yeah, thanks for joining us there, Riley. And Justin Gray says Poynette, Wisconsin.
And Nick Leake is watching from Whoville.
Nick what? Nick who?
Like
sir. Is right.
Is watching from Whoville.
Whoville, Hortonville, yeah. They do like a Whoville thing every winter. Just because it's so Horton Who. So Hortonville. Right, there's a Horton the Who.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And all the little Who's. All right, Robbie playing 2 rails behind the 1 to kick it in the side pocket.
Look at the inspiration we lead there. 3 people told us where they're from. Great shot. Not going to get fortunate because I think he left that open for Duncan to slide the 1 past the 2 here. Just pocket speed. You don't overhit this ball, and it should roll in off that corner.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be really nicely on the 2 ball here, and then he's got to negotiate. He's got to figure out, and I'm sure he already knows, if the 3 ball goes nicely past the 4, or whether he's got to do something else with that.
Manitowaki? That's kind of interesting.
Manitowaki? That's good.
Andrew, what's going on, Andrew? Watching from Old School in Green Bay.
So that position tells us he's happy shooting the 3 past the 4.
We're rooting for Andrew's rooting for the underdog, so rooting for Duncan. No, just kidding. Rooting for Robbie Schmidt. And let's see. So this is Orange Beach, Alabama. Nice. And Darlington, Wisconsin. Paul, obviously Oshkosh. And Pete Besta saying Center Valley. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Darlington, that sounds like a nice place, doesn't it?
Darling, yeah. All right, Duncan looking to finish this thing out and trying to figure out the angle he wants to get back to the 8 because he's kind of going to have to go around the world here. So I think you just almost stop this and play 3 rails on the 7. Yeah, perfect.
And Jeremy Gould is still waiting for me to get an leather wrap on his cue. It will be coming, Jeremy.
Well, if anything, you can offer all of your customers one thing: a lesson in patience.
There you go. It will be done well, eventually.
All right. Thank everybody for sharing tonight. We do appreciate it. There's Duncan kind of pulled. I hate to say it, but
a Robbie
here. Yeah, he ended up a little bit short. Robbie's been doing that all night.
No, I do want to thank Jeremy for his patience, because he's been very patient.
All right, let's see if Duncan can pull this off, even though he ended up a little bit short on himself here. He does, takes it down, so didn't scare him away. He's got 9 now to Robbie's 7. We're racing to 20 tonight in this King of the Hill match right here from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. We're a 14,000 square foot scratch-made restaurant with, I think it's about a 6,000 square foot pool hall. And then we've got a pro shop that my friend sitting next to me, M.H. Penglaze, runs. He's the pro shop manager and does a terrific job, even though he makes his customers wait, unfortunately long. Not all of them. Troy said he's learned patience. And Jody checking in from Hartford, Wisconsin pool player from the Poorhouse. We obviously recognize that name. I used to play against those folks all my years growing up. So.
And the sooner the better, says Jeremy. I'm hearing you.
I'm not really trying to rip on MH, so I apologize. But. All right, so Duncan looking at the one ball here. I don't know if he's looking offensive or defensive. Looks like defense from this angle.
Yeah, and the risk with this is you chip the one ball over the side pocket or over the corner pocket.
Oh, look at that. It's maybe a little unlucky. Robbie can take one of those.
Yeah, he had a lot of balls to get behind there, and but the one ball was never going to be safe if you don't, if you're unlucky enough to find a window.
Just came.
And he snicks off these two balls. Yeah, you could call that unlucky.
Okay. All right, so here comes Robbie starting off with ball in hand. He's got a pattern picked out. 2 ball to the 3. I know the 2's in the middle like it is, but it can get tricky because you got choices, Anytime you got a choice, you got to be decisive. So, draw back, follow forward, draw back, right?
Draw back.
Yep. Strokes through it nice. Gets straighter than he'd like to be again.
Yeah, I want it to be just...
The curse of the straight in shot. You're just hitting him right in the middle of the road, every time.
I mean, he could shoot the 4 ball the long way if he wants to just roll this 3 ball in.
Riley says, got to start playing again. I agree. That's why we're here, man. We got to support the sport,
Robbie is going to play the power draw shot back, so watch out for a good stroke on this one.
I'd say hit that about as good as he can, I think.
He likes his draw shots, doesn't he? He's got another one that he needs to control right here.
Stunned it over nice off the rail.
And thank you, sir, from Hortonville, with your kind words about my cue work.
Oh, yeah, we never said there was anything wrong with the work. Otherwise, people wouldn't wait that long. Just shows it's a testament to your craftsmanship. Kind of got...
Yeah, and he's lucky he didn't bounce a little bit further and leave himself more angle on this. I think he's just...
Got to float forward here a little
straight
bit.
enough that he can shoot this in and not worry about the side pocket. But yeah, that's exactly right. Just roll it in gently. Well, he powered that one in. It's like he was trying to stun off the rail. Stun run through. Bit surprised that, really. I guess he didn't want too much angle on the 8 ball.
That's right, Riley. Get down there. Get the laundry off the table. Make sure you check it for level. It's not a folding table. Not a dinner table. Not a place to store knickknacks. Uncover the table. Start playing again.
Got laundry on mine.
Well, Paul says he can't wait to get more table time. He's buying a house, and he's going to put a table in there.
Is it a Paul Hemming house?
It is, Mr. Hemming house. Uh-oh. Well, that's going to be disappointing to Robbie. Leaving Duncan a great opportunity to make it a 3-game lead again. See what he does here. He's got room to push this past the side. I think this is just center ball and roll forward, right? I mean, make the ball, roll forward, comes across for the other corner, kitty corner. He hit it pretty stiff. He's going to have a little bit of a angle here for the 9. Not any worse than the last shot, though.
Similar, isn't it? Similar. Make sure you don't let the side pocket jump in front of the cue ball.
No, you're talking about cross side, correct?
Yeah. If you just roll this forward, it kind of...
Uh-oh.
Was that a lot of inside English? Just
1, 2, 3. That was a 4-rail shot, I think. I want to go back. I know that I normally would replay that, but I actually want to go back and replay Robbie's draw shot that he had here on the 3-ball, because that was just a really nice stroke. Pretty. Unfortunately, he didn't reap the rewards he was hoping for, but hit that good. He's got that nice long stroke, so he makes him look pretty when he strokes him like that.
And he's been doing well with his draw shots tonight. He's confident with them, and he's been controlling them.
What's going on, Danny? Dan Herudina, legend in his own
mind.
No, on his own, I should say. He is a legend to me, because a legend means I never see him anymore, I think, right? Doesn't that have something to do with it?
He's a legend in his own house.
I haven't seen you forever, my friend. You got to get over here. I don't want to hear any more excuses. You're not even do you even drive anymore? You're probably retired, got nothing better to do. Come up, visit with your buddy Kendall you haven't seen in years. No pressure. All right, so what do we got? 2-ball blocked by the 3, so 2-3 combination or a safety. Could just play straight past the... No, I don't know if you can get there. Probably got to push the 2 too far. I was thinking roll up on the 3 kind of, but they're kind of far apart for that one.
Yeah, and those kind of safeties are just as tough as this combination, so you might as well go for it. Got to try to figure out where the where the 2-ball's going to end up.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
it's no gimme. No combination is a gimme.
There's a lot of moving parts to that.
All right, Jody, or what is it? Overid? Overid. Must be Overid. I think I got that right. I have a fully restored 1976 Fisher with 860 Simonis and brand new rails. Just have to walk out to my garage, my man cave. So the Fisher, that would be the one with the outside rails, right? The
Fisher
76
made a few different ones. They also made a sort of a nice fancy sort of bar tables.
Well, that's what I think he's talking about.
Like a coin operated, where they have the window at the foot end.
Well, they made those, but then they had the ones with the metal rails too, right, on the outside. The exposed, like the balls were kind of out in the open.
I'm not sure about that. I know the other Fishers that we work on
just
with the one-piece slates.
Doing a lot of pool tables.
They have one-piece slates even on 8 and 9-foot tables. On Fishers and little slots in the side of the window where you got to get a wrench and take the whole rail system off.
It must be on a little bit of a player break. You got any nice info on either one of these guys?
You
we
betcha.
Talked about where they're from. What about it?
Robbie traveled today all the way from Kokona, Wisconsin to be with us.
Like 12 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
So good job. Now, Duncan, on the other end, Prairie du Sac, that's a couple hours. And for those of you who are new to here, just to let you know, these players, they actually... Here, let's put up our sponsors while we're here. These players, and we're going to put our ugly mugs on there for a minute, but they have the opportunity to...
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, right. Well, the sponsors are there, and that's the main thing. So,
right.
And Robbie's on his way back, so they aren't going to have to tolerate it long. I interrupted me so many times I forgot this again. You don't even know either because you weren't listening to me.
Of course I was. You were just about to say Robbie plays with a Jacoby 19-ounce cue with a 12.9 Revo shaft and a Kamui clear soft tip. That's not Robbie, actually. That's Duncan. Duncan plays with a Jacoby 12.9 Revo shaft with a Kamui clear soft.
Yeah, I totally lost what I was saying.
Robbie also plays with a Revo shaft. Only the main cue is Predator with a Predator Victory medium tip, as we have already ascertained. Predator BK Rush brake cue and an Air Rush jump cue for Robbie.
We haven't gotten a lot of snow, Riley. We got a little bit. Not too bad, though. It's cold. I mean, I went to Florida for like 4 days, so I just got back from there, so it was kind of, when I left, the day before I left, it was 74 degrees here, and when I got to Florida, it was 74 degrees, so it wasn't much of a, like, oh, yay. But when I came back, there was definitely a holy cow.
Well, it's particularly cold,
off really, yeah, right.
Yesterday.
Yep.
Today. winter has arrived.
Oh, Duncan changed his shirt. Did he?
He's taken off the the heavy one.
All right, so Robbie's back to the table. We get back off our ugly mugs and back to the important part. 2-3 combination after Duncan left it hang there.
Left himself a nice little angle, as good as you could get to play this next shot.
Yeah, it's not a bad question. So Paul Hemminghouse says that he plays with an Austin Hill custom.
Austin Hill custom cues.
Yep. Anybody else wants to give a shout out to the cue they play with? I'd be curious. There's all kinds of cues all over, but
Austin
obviously
Danger Hill.
Yeah. Oh, see, Paul asked the same question. We'll throw a shout out for some of those companies. We're obviously sponsored by P-Shower Custom Cues. And I play with a P-Shower, have for a lot of years. And since we're talking about them, we might as well.
As does Mason.
As does Mason, yeah.
And both of you playing with carbon fibers, not wearing a glove. And I notice a lot of the carbon fiber users do wear gloves.
I don't need it for my cue, to be honest with you. It does play smooth. Theirs is different. Lucasi says, Young. You like that cue, Young? We sold a lot of Lucasis at the Magnet days. Jody says he plays with a Schoen. That's a Wisconsin cue. I don't know where Jody said you're from. So
with a Predator 314 shaft. And when Darren Appleton was here, turns out that's what he plays with too, the Predator 314.
314-3, so that must be what, their third version of that shaft?
Yeah, and they have the Predator Zs now, which is sort of more newer.
Robbie wiping its feet on its way in, but Robbie taking it down, so getting it within 2 games again. Paul Olszewski says Predator 12.4 Revo is his shaft. He didn't tell us what cue. Oh, Predator. I got it. Never mind. He does. He likes his Lucasi. We sold a lot of those, and for foreign-made cue that was shipped, I thought they did a really nice job with their cues for the price for sure. And then they got into some really high-end stuff that I thought was nice too. We didn't sell any of the real high-end stuff, but they got into some good stuff.
So Robbie is controlling his cue ball on the break. He got kicked again there.
Yeah, it wasn't real fortunate.
But he's not making a ball on the break.
Well, Duncan's going to have to try and figure out what he's going to do with this mess.
Yeah, could play a push if he doesn't like his chances of kicking and going safe. He doesn't really have a clear shot at the end rail to hit that one ball solid. So he's left himself now a better one rail kick shot behind the one. So Robbie sort of doesn't dare give this back really, because he's going to kick the one ball to right where he's pointing there and hopefully let the cue ball drift behind the 6. So this is a shot where you're not looking to kick the one ball full in the face. You want just a little bit of an angle, slightly short of full, to get the cue ball to drift sideways.
Oh, puts it in the side. How
Kicks it
unfortunate
right in the
is
side.
that,
And if he had hit that line that he's wanted, the cue ball would have drifted sideways behind the 6.
All right, so we got, 314, so another 314 liker. Paul Barth with a Schmelke. You don't hear a lot of Schmelkes anymore. Good cue, though.
And Bill Sorensen playing with his Jacobys.
Yep. Oh, yeah, all his designs, that's right. How did I
he
miss
designed
Bill?
his own. Okay, yeah.
We talked about Paul. Or Preston, not Paul. Sorry, Preston. Call you your dad. Trevor Kutak. 1996 McDermott RS2. The white carbon and Kamui black super. Holy cow. Working it there, JJ. Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, I couldn't have probably told you that spontaneously, but you saying it reminds me. And he mentioned that Schoen Means pretty or nice in German.
Does it?
It's what, and it does ring a bell. It could be completely full of it too. I have no idea, but it seems to ring a bell.
Check me translator here.
Like you do, German to English. It's amazing. Comes in handy when you own a restaurant. Shot there by Duncan. Comes across. He's kind of got to either not bump this or tap it a bit, and he tapped it. Could have drawn it straight over to the side rail, but that was a lot better shot. Just going to play forward. My guess is he's going to end up about on the second diamond, or middle diamond on the side rail. Yeah, pretty close. A little higher. Just going to roll this ball forward. Leave himself straight in on the 8. So he just wants to roll forward about 5-6 inches here.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. We get 10 brand new tables tomorrow. All these tables will be replaced with 10 brand new diamonds. And best part of that is Todd is going to supply our pool players in the state of Wisconsin with another great pool hall. About, what is it, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, maybe a little more.
I think they said, yeah, it's 20 minutes. I think they said south of Warsaw.
Warsaw's what, hour and 45? So maybe a couple hours, huh?
Couple hours.
Yeah, so a couple hours north of us. These the pool tables that we have here, he purchased from us, and those are going to help expand a nice little pool hall called The Hill.
Over the hill.
Over the hill. Over the hill?
Under the hill?
No, just The Hill.
Round the side of the hill.
No, just The Hill. Now you're messing with me. Let's see. Oh,
on the hill.
Hey, what's going on, Princess?
It's probably on the hill. It's a pool place.
Hey, look.
Princess 67.
Lisa Heckman joining us here in the chat. Good to see you, Lisa. Got a good match here tonight. Duncan getting back to a 3-game lead. Robbie keeps trying to fight back, but then he just...
He's not ever taken the lead. He's got very close to tying it up, and he was tied up earlier in the match.
Can't believe I only got 2 exclamation points from Lisa. 2. We haven't seen her forever, and we get 2 exclamation points.
Well, 2's plenty.
Oh, yeah. Nice stroke there by Duncan, bringing the cue ball back across table. Hit that about as hard as he can. Ended up pretty good here. 3 to the 4. Touchy, but you just make this ball. I don't think there's much to it, just a little bit low. Just to kind of keep your cue ball from going too far. So just below center. Well, he went forward. That's a good shot, too. Stretch it out. On the hill, Larry.
On the hill.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I just said.
That's what I meant.
Because that's a
well, anyway, so
it's a pool playing place.
So the point to all that is we're just happy to see another pool room opening up in the state. You see so many. I'm in all these groups, and I see so many pool rooms selling their pool tables, and I hate to see that. Our sport needs to keep rising, needs to keep going. So you guys supporting our stream, we really appreciate it. Love to see all the people participating. We just need more chat.
He's given that one a little bit too much, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's going to work here a little. Yeah, side pocket. That's straightened out for him. He definitely could have came out worse on that one. So, yeah, we got Operation Pool Table Swap starting tomorrow morning. Switching them all. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Precisely into the rail. Struck that ball, giving Robbie an opportunity. Jumps out of his chair. This Robbie's kind of shot just straight in stroke ball. Pounded in the hole, probably. Well, hit it lighter than I thought he would, but center pocket for the most part.
So we are now 20 games into this match.
Halfway there.
And there's 2 games in it. Robbie's done well to sort of hang on, I think.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you hang around too long and you got a chance always, you know.
Yeah, eventually he's just going to power out of it.
Troy says that's exciting. Looking forward to playing on him. Me too. It's probably the worst hit break that Robbie's had. He did something funny on that break. I don't know what it was. Oddly enough, cue ball's still in the center of the table.
Yeah, and I think the break is supposed to be, I think he felt, his advantage going into this match. Hasn't played out that way yet. And actually, Duncan's been getting some very good results from his break.
Good safety there.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah, he's got so close to this 7-ball that Duncan has put Robbie in a bit of bother here. Yeah, what a nice shot that was.
Well, Robbie with a good hit. This isn't a gimme. The 6-ball is far enough out of the pocket that you don't have to make it on the combination.
Yeah, and you don't hold the 1-ball over the pocket.
Right.
If you do make the 6.
Correct, yeah.
So he wants to bring the cue ball to kind of the middle of the table and let the 1-ball kind of have enough speed to come out off one rail.
Oh, William Blaine says, I heard you just caught the end. We're switching them to new diamonds. So diamonds for diamonds. Just freshen it up. These tables still play great. I mean, they're getting some good tables. I mean, I like them.
Well, didn't call that, did he? I don't suppose.
Yeah, probably not.
You wouldn't have called the
Either
6.
way, you're shooting again, I think. Either you called it and it's your shot, or he's going to give it to you, I think. Well,
right.
Maybe not. Maybe he's going to kick at it.
Well, he's having a good old think about it. He's not made any decisions yet. Hand on hips.
Can he see it, you think? Let's take a look from the top.
I don't think so. I think he's got to give it back.
Or he's going to jump it, try and make it. I think he's got it. Doesn't that look like it gets through there?
Well, Duncan's come back to the table, so that means no. From the overhead view, it looks like he does have it. So
that's what I'm saying.
There's curved lines. I tell you what, he draws.
Well, but where do you get on the 2? Even if you do have this.
Right, yeah, you can't just bang the 1-ball in, can you?
But then again, if he does have it, he could follow 2 rails around too.
And the overhead, it doesn't. From there, it doesn't look.
It's crazy. Same camera.
It's the same camera. It's just we're looking at it differently.
Well, we can guess all day. Let's just see what Duncan's going to do. Let's see. What are you doing? Are you zooming in with your camera?
No, I'm using the edge of my camera as a straight edge.
Oh, I see. The special
to
tool.
eyeball between the one and the cue ball to see if the other balls are in the way. But I think he's... Oh, and he is jacking up. Well,
yeah, I mean, I think that was the issue right there, you know.
Yeah, he was close, actually. If he'd drawn and just missed the 5-ball there, he could have got to the window on the 2.
Oh, yeah. Preston, yeah, we should remind everybody that they are playing 9-ball with 10-ball rules.
Right.
So it is maybe a little confusing. So we should probably...
People don't tune it, tuning in and...
Well, we should almost make a small graphic that says the rules so people understand what the game is. So. Thoughts on Earl making the team or give younger players some time to shine? Well,
for the Mosconi Cup?
Yeah, I'm a little supporter of both. I
think it's exciting that Earl's playing.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that, but you got to make a point for the fact that you want to see some of the younger players.
Yeah, they've got time. The question is, is that going to help the team win by putting Earl on it?
And I think the answer is yes.
It's
I think
good.
Earl has so much tenacity, and he's been around forever, and he's just, I mean...
He's like the John McEnroe of pool, isn't he? I mean, it's exciting to watch. You don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, to me, that's like watching Malcolm Bowe. Malcolm Bowe's a local player that we have here. He's 90 years old. He was a mentor to John Fields, so those of you who know John. He mentored Johnny when Johnny was real young, and he's a vast knowledge for the game. But he's 90 years old, and he still wins our weekly tournaments down here sometimes.
Little John described him not that long ago as the best 90-year-old player.
Yeah, that is an absolute. But just that kind of drive in an older player, I think that it's very going to be rare to see that much aggression still. And Earl's got that for sure, and he can bring that to the team. So I think that he's an asset. Uh-oh. That is no good. He just overstroked that. I don't know if he was trying to get up table for that or what he was doing. Yeah, because
he got an unfriendly kiss on the 8, but at that speed, it wasn't really going to be a good on the 5 even without that kiss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he was trying to go up table for possibly playing the 5 in the side, but that was a pretty tight shot to be able to do that. So not quite sure why he hit it that hard.
Sorry, back to our previous conversation about the Mosconi Cup. I'll be rooting for the Americans again this year
because there's nobody.
Because they're the underdogs,
and
there's no English players on the Mosconi Cup team again. British player, yes, Jason Shaw, but not English.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? He doesn't come from England, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Scotland is like our Canada. If you keep going north, eventually you end up in
Okay,
in
so it's
Scotland.
like saying North American.
Yeah.
Right.
If you start in London, where they speak normally, as you start traveling north, the accent
let's
gets
take
really
a look
weird.
At that scratch from Robbie again. That was just the right angle to end up not coming out well on that. So
if you keep going further north, you end up in Scotland, and then we don't even understand what they're saying when the Scottish speak. And then if you keep going further north than that, apparently you fall off the edge of the planet. But I don't think anybody's actually been there.
Well, we looked at Robbie before. Let's take a quick look at Duncan here while he breaks, and a little bit about him. Get over to it. And Duncan is a 675. Did that go up too? I think that might have adjusted a point too. So 674, 675, close enough. Age is 60 years old. He's from Prairie du Sac, which we mentioned is down near Madison, playing with a Jacoby Q with a 12.9 Revo shaft. Did he come up dry there? 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he made one. So he's got a shot. His tip choice is a Kamui Clear Soft, and he's been playing for 46 years. Favorite game is One Pocket, and favorite player, Shane Van Boning. So Shane was just, I remember when he was just a kid, he was playing kind of just before Mason in the junior stuff. He was kind of the 18-year-old stuff players when Mason was like 11 and 12 or something like that.
What's the shot here?
Shooting for Grid Hogue. West Borkert, I will be there again this year. Went to London last year for it and met all the pros. Highly recommend going.
Oh, that sounds like fun. To go watch the Mosconi Cup.
Vegas, here we come. Yep, that's what it said. It's coming up here. We got to make sure we get the ticket and get the projector up and running so we can have it on the big screen.
The other reason I'm rooting for America, of course, is it's a British thing where you root for the underdog.
I don't know. I must be British then because I like rooting for the underdog. I've been a Cleveland Browns fan my entire life.
There you go. There's the underdog.
Every game. All right, jumping the balls here. Robbie trying to get over and just get a hit, I think.
Yeah, he probably called the 5. Is
he going to get a roll? Nope. Leaving Duncan a good shot here on the 2 ball. See if he can take advantage. Got to avoid the 8 a little bit here. Kind of a touchy little shot. Could play it pat over to the 8 ball side too, I guess. Back cut it. What do you prefer?
I don't like either of them.
Wow.
But the cutting it to the side where the 8 ball is at, that pocket.
What it looks like he's going to do.
Seems better. I don't know where the cue ball's going with the other one.
Young must be from Cleveland. Did you say a Browns fan? I did. Unfortunately, since I've been like 11 years old and started watching football. and never seen them win. Not really. They've been close. Nope, undercut that ball. Did move the 7 ball a little bit. So he's pointing that out, asking Robbie what he wants to do. I think Robbie should leave it alone because it opens it up for the
8 ball.
Yeah.
Wait, no, 7 will be gone when you shoot the 8.
Oh, good point. No, I was actually thinking the 4, but it really didn't open that up.
Just going to make sure you make this ball.
Oh, Chiefs. Yeah, well, at least the Chiefs can win. It says he's from KC. Isn't there more than one KC? Like I said,
yeah.
Again?
Kimberly, what's that? Kimberly Clark.
Yeah, that's it. Good shot there. Good speed by Robbie. Getting the ball back under control. He was a little bit out of it there, the shot prior. But got himself back in a good position here. He's just going to draw back a little bit for the 6 in the corner. Oh, he played forward. Catching me off guard. Robbie in his draw shot. Now he's going to the follows.
Yeah, and what he needs to make sure of is the angle he gets on the 8 so that he can get to the 9 easily. Could be very simple if he's got the right angle. It could definitely be awkward if not.
This shot's good. I mean, this is just center ball hit. He's just going to hit this.
You don't want to go past straight. On this shot in the 8 ball in the side.
Yeah, he's good there.
He used inside English there to kill the cue ball. And that's just perfect. He can roll forward gently now.
A little further, I mean, every bit counts. It's sure nicer to be dead straight in on this instead of having any cut. But I think he's starting to get a little more confident stroke, so maybe it won't throw him.
And he's playing.
Oh, see, I'm telling you, pushed it into the rail. He made me nervous. Guarantee his heart skipped a little bit of a beat on that shot. They had 30 people in the weekly. You said that earlier, huh?
No, I didn't even know.
Oh, Chris said that, yeah, actually.
But thanks for telling me.
30 people in the weekly,
That's
including good. John, our diamond pool table driver.
Yep, and his crew.
Trying to... Good break. No cue ball control for Robbie on that one, so he ended up... a little bit tougher on the 1 ball, and the 2 ball is kind of in not a great spot.
He made 2 balls. He's calling his bank shot.
Is he banking it?
Yep. And he's gonna.
I would almost want to cut this ball just because I think it's a nice angle to get up, have a chance at the 2 ball.
And if he doesn't hit this with draw, he ends up going across the table and end up hiding behind all those balls. And his cue ball's close to it. It's tough to hold this cue ball down there.
Kind of playing a 2-way shot. Didn't sell the farm for sure, so.
Yeah, if he did it better, he would have.
Yeah, right. A little bit better. It's kind of the messiest table we've had in a while. The 2's not great. 5, 6 could get iffy. 2 7's all right, though, I guess. All right, so opting for the safe. This is going to come out really nice for him. I think it did, too. Just barely creeps behind the 5 ball. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. Unless you're Robbie. You guys are awesome tonight. Everybody's been sharing terrifically. But if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please go ahead and do that. And then while you're at it, you might as well hit the bell. That way you know every single time we go live on YouTube. And we really are just a YouTube-only platform at this point. We enjoy the freedoms we have, even though we don't really do that much as far as getting gigged. Facebook seemed to always have a problem with us, so we just gave up on them. We figure y'all can just share the YouTube for us, so we appreciate all the work you guys do to do that. It is what keeps this thing running for free. All the other streams you have, you definitely are paying for, most of them. And we're going to be bringing a lot of the Wisconsin State pool tournaments actually to you. We do those every year, so looking forward to that, including the CSI tournament. We're looking forward to doing that again. CSI pool leagues. Duncan's got this shot. It's just whether or not next shot's going to be safe, or if he's going to. Yeah, it's going to be a safety. So this will be a nice little shot for him. He can play the 2 up table, run into the 7 just a little bit, and hold the cue ball right there behind the 9. I don't know if that could have came out much better. Are you selling another pool table?
No, I was just communicating with Greg, who purchased 2 of our other diamonds.
Oh, good.
Or two of these, yeah. 7 of them are going up to Warsaw.
Yeah, so you got the other 3
2 of them are going to Greg.
Out?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
And Tim's got the other one.
So only 3 stops we got. 3 total.
Well, 2 really.
Oh, right, because, yep.
Yeah, two of them are going to Greg.
Care of most of this. Wow, look at that shot. Did he play that? That was absolutely amazing if he played. He did.
Yeah.
Holy cow. We definitely got to take a look at that one again. I didn't see that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
played that. He got a little bit of a kick off the 7. Did you see that?
Kind of amazing. Do that again. How did
I will. I'll
get so much angle?
Well, the 7 pushed it. Watch. The 7 hits it again. You can see it better on the overhead. So after he shoots it on the side here, look to the overhead right away. You'll see. Did you see the 7?
Oh.
The 7 pushed it. That's crazy.
You mean otherwise he would have cut it he might have been playing it off the 6 ball. And that 7, you're right, came back and gave it a nudge.
Pushed it just right.
Which is almost unpredictable, but maybe not.
9 caroms off the 6. That's what Preston called, so I don't know.
Off the 6,
Played
yeah. The combination off the 6 is what it looked like, yeah.
Preston was already selling it for me. I wasn't reading, though.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it looked like it should have been a 2-9 combination off the 6.
So Preston had that one figured out. That's a good C there. I played a lot of 9-ball in my life, and I see most of those, but not that one. Robbie not with a great roll there. Made his combination. He might have hit it a little harder than he should have. Oh, look, here come our beverages.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. What is that? It's a clear liquid in a glass.
It's just water.
Yeah, okay.
Or something that looks similar to water.
It smells like you're going to clean the countertop off.
Wow, look at this shot.
Is he calling in the corner? Where's he jumping it to? Man, to get this ball back down, I mean, unless he's going straight at it. But if you're cutting this ball, to get it back down and slice it.
Yeah, he's had second thoughts. He's put his jump cue away. He's going to kick behind it. 2 rails. He's going to hit the rail right behind the 2 ball, and he's calling it in the long corner pocket. Hit it pretty good.
He's not going to get a good roll, though. Duncan's going to be sitting pretty nice here on this 2 ball.
Yeah.
Nice 2 rail leave up to the 3. If you really feel like getting dangerous, you could bump the 8 a little bit to open that
I think
up.
he's got to put a lot of spin on this to make sure he doesn't scratch in the side pocket after 1 rail.
He's going to hit just past the chalk on the outside of the side pocket.
Yeah, and if he does hit the chalk, as you say, then he is going
Just
towards the
past.
8 ball. But yeah, no, got more than that.
Just past the
It's
chalk,
better.
yeah. Well, he's second diamond almost, which is even better. So
Yeah.
he had a little more angle than I thought. Could play 2 rails forward here or just center ball come out. Might not be a bad time to bump into that 8-6, catch the edge of the 8 a little bit. You really do want to open those up at some point.
Doesn't the 6 go in the side pocket, and he's on the
Yeah,
he's
it's
got the
tight
5
though.
down there. I think the tough buyer is getting a good shot on the 4.
Yes,
he might have. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a shot where you play it. If it doesn't hit the 8, you're good.
What am I saying? As soon as you take the 5 out of there, the 6 goes in the same pocket.
Right.
So,
but
play position between the 6, 7 right here.
Go around. Yeah, go around there.
Go around.
Around the 8 ball and play it in the same pocket.
Jeremy Gould. So I must. Hit that perfect. Really good angle to come back out.
Yeah, the answer to your question there, Jeremy, is they are going to be diamonds.
Yep.
So you're not going to notice much difference next time you come in. It's going to look the same, but...
they're the black finish. These are black stain.
Yeah, because these are the old
diamond
wood, which they don't do anymore.
Don't have any. When you use it all up, can't make them out of that anymore.
Yeah, well, and the diamond wood, of course, factory burnt down. So they are going to be...
It's probably all just stories.
Yeah, they're going to be the sort of the black, aren't they?
Probably was way too expensive a process, didn't make it worth it, and they decided to...
Well, the amazing thing about this diamond wood is they are very sort of scratch resistant and burn resistant and bulletproof. And I can tell you, because we sell obviously a lot of legacy brand sort of furniture style pool tables, and this is probably true of all of those tables, is you got to be careful of the finish.
A little bit, yeah.
And most home style 3-piece slate pool tables that look really nice and have nice wood would not really survive in a bar for very long before they got scratched completely up, and they would look terrible. But these diamond tables and this diamond wood are very robust.
Celebrity pool tournament, who wins? What celebrities? That's what we got to know. It's a hard question to answer if you don't tell us who we're referring to.
Celebrity Deathmatch. You ever watch that?
I have. Some of them. I hate to admit. Not like full episodes or anything. I'd watch a little bit. I can only take so much. It's funny, though. Wow. Crushed the break. Again, didn't end up with anything for it, but crushed it.
Another 2-ball break.
Tom Cruise, duh. It's not the real answer. All right, so Duncan making lots on the break and a lot of action there, but ended up with not a whole lot to shoot at, so he's going to end up either kicking at this or, I mean, you can't really push. Where do you push to?
No.
I think you got to play this.
You push to a kick, but you're already on the kick. Well, you might not be good on the kick because of the 4 in the side pocket. So you might push to a better kick, but you really almost don't want to because he might just take it and play it himself. You know, from right there where he is, you almost have to, if you're playing a kick, you have to draw. So he's actually taken the 1-rail kick out of the equation with that push.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that makes it tougher.
Well, not really. Around the 6, that's a nice spin shot. He didn't take it out. You go around the 6 ball here.
And that's what he played then.
I don't...
He's going to just drop this in dead weight. There's no safety to this shot. He's got to hit this good.
I mean, the nice thing is the 3 ball's right there, so all he's got to do is tap it in.
Let's see.
Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a senator, I think, or something. Look at the shot. Oh, just barely caught the 9. I think it was straightening out, so I think it actually did have a chance.
Yeah, Robbie breathed a sigh of relief.
Yeah, he needs to get a game here. 14-10 is not looking very great. So I think Robbie's going to look back at this if he loses this match and be pretty disappointed in some of those shots that he had opportunities at. Pretty competitive guy, so as we all are. Slow down, ball. He's okay here.
He takes a glance skyward.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he acts like that's bad, but I mean, you should make this every time. Joe Rogan or Manny?
Ted Cruz against Tom Cruise. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Ted Cruz against Penelope Cruz. Oh. Wait, she doesn't play pool.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, that too. Robbie looking like he might get there for this one. Just got to get some confidence back, you know.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's a pool player, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I'd love to get Joe Rogan here. So anybody listening knows Joe Rogan, reach out to him. Tell him we want to give him a free hotel room here, and he can come and have some awesome scratch-made food and play in a pretty okay pool room. We'd even put him on the stream.
Yeah, that'd be great. Get him in the commentary box.
Oh, yeah. That'd be even better. Well, what we should do, who's he buddies with? What pro player? He's like buddy with. He always does. Have you ever seen the imitation of Earl Strickland that he does? That's pretty spot on. So he's buddies with Earl, and I got Earl's phone number. I should call Earl and tell him to get
got Earl Strickland on speed dial, don't you?
He is on here. Johnny Archer too. Well, because we had him here.
Yeah.
Along with Jeanette Lee, Allison Fisher, Kelly Fisher. I never can remember the young Asian lady's name.
Who traveled with Kelly Fisher.
Yeah. I'm just horrible at those pronunciations. Daniel Schneider, you're still alive? What's going on, buddy? I mean that with love. Says Kevin Hart's brother is the best celebrity pool player. He plays big sets in Vegas all the time. Nice.
The only problem is Kevin Hart's brother is not a celebrity.
What? He's a pool player.
Is he?
Yeah. That's what we're saying. Max Everly. Nice man. Befriended Mason quite a bit. Manny, I can never pronounce his last name.
What? Pacquiao.
You never did, Dan. Just kidding, buddy. I shouldn't mess with you so much. I don't believe you, though. You have a pool table in your basement.
Look at this jump shot.
Holy cow. I wish I would have had that at a different angle. Sorry, guys.
Well, the top view shows you pretty good. He's not come out very nice from it, but he does have...
Well, that'll give us time to watch it again, even though I had the wrong angle for it.
It's a bold shot, this one.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that he ended up...
And I think he felt that there was chances of it going safe if it didn't go in. But he's not out of the woods yet.
The Max app. Yeah, he must have been working up here, I'm assuming. I still don't believe you don't play pool. It's just an outright lie.
How's your luck, Robbie? How's your luck?
Well, hopefully good, because honestly, he hit that as good as he possibly could, and it still didn't fall for him. So he had the right spin on it and everything to make that shot. If there's any question if Duncan's behind the 8, that should answer it.
Yeah, Duncan's going to come with a jump shot here.
No. That did not get over, so Robbie going to get ball in hand as a reward for his last shot. I almost like starting with the 2-8. I almost do.
Just because it's not, there's no reason not to, really, is there? I mean, other than the fact that getting nice on the 3, the real question is getting from the 3 to the 4. So you need to be able to control your angle on the 3 ball.
I think the 4 to the 5 is tougher.
But yeah, shooting this 8 ball doesn't really stop that, because there's a good chance you're going to get nice on this 2 ball.
I think it just stops you having to go end to end one more time.
Yeah.
No, unless you miss it.
There we go. We take it all back.
Well, that was dumb.
Ball in hand on the 2 ball.
Oh, wait, here's my chance.
Mad Apple Xstream.
That's not it either.
Oh,
Ultimate
dear. Can you stop playing with those buttons, please?
No, it's got to be this one.
Every ball.
No, that's not it
is
either.
a rail.
Oh, go on. Have little John do his little thing.
Wait, no,
Stop in there now.
Oh, man. He hit that ball terrible.
Yeah, that's it.
Taylor collar.
Yeah.
Well,
now I know where it is.
The timing is bad because Duncan hit that ball nicely. So he's got an angle here. He's just got to make sure that
that's what that means.
Yeah. Oh, and that one overspun again.
Wait, now I know where it is.
Overcut. Did he overcut that?
Oh, no, that's not it. Oh. Wait. Oh, what a great shot that was by Robbie. We'll get a replay on that one.
Yeah. He's willing.
I'm done playing with the buttons now. Apparently, I don't know which one it is.
This shot is awkward. Really awkward. It's very difficult to see getting nicely on the 5 ball here. Not to mention making the 4. And he is lining up a safety. So he's going to bank the 4 ball right down that line that he's showing you there. And try and get the 4 ball onto the end rail. And the cue ball has to come back up table. And the 9 ball is the snookering ball is the plan here.
How did he hit it? Did he get there? It's not bad. I mean, I'm sure we'd like to get him behind the 9 or behind one of the balls, but
yeah, Duncan just might have the potting angle here on this thin cut. But still the issue with this tough shot is getting nicely on the 5 ball. So Duncan's going to play safe. Thin off the edge of the 4 ball here. Don't want to move the 4 ball much.
Careful.
Catches the rail, keeps the cue ball safe.
Robbie doesn't mind this, I don't think.
He's got a chance here, doesn't he, to just play a fairly full-in-the-face shot here and let the cue ball stay behind the 9 ball. Again, it's one of those shots where you have to get the cue ball right because the 4 ball's not going safe. He's going to bank this 4 ball towards the long corner. So he played it a different way.
It's kind of what I saw. He was trying to get behind the 9, but he left this bank pretty open.
Is it, though?
It's the one I like swinging at.
Is it a double kiss or not?
I don't think
he
so.
straight
No,
enough?
this opens up. I think you hit this straighter,
Yeah.
or as straight as you can with a lot of right, so you come around the 9.
So you do play position.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. If you try and get around the
Trying
9,
to
I
get
think
right back where he is.
you miss the 4 ball long.
No, you don't. Not running straight away. You hit this straight on with right, playing through the 4 ball. It'll come around. Just about where he's hitting center
That
ball.
cue
I
ball
don't
is
like
froze
center
to the
ball.
rail, so you can only see the top edge of the ball.
Yeah, top right.
Bank it into the corner, you're saying? Yeah.
Side pocket.
Side pocket.
Yeah. This straightens out like crazy. Say he played safe.
Yeah.
But he
I
could
didn't
easily
like it.
get around that side of it. That ball went. I'll teach you that shot later.
Alrighty.
I know that shot.
We're going to analyze the
Everybody knows
footage
that
and set
shot.
it up exactly the same, and we're going to try
Yeah.
that.
We'll run it back. This is a nice thing. If you see a shot that you like, you can always
Should hit a
run
replay
back.
on that just so we have the position.
We'll be able to find it.
I mean, you hit the button, yeah.
Here,
we'll
where
find,
are we?
we'll
We're
find
at
it on the highlight table.
2 hours, 27 minutes, and 30 seconds. 2 hours, 27 minutes. Jump shot coming.
So we're definitely not moving the tables tonight. We're coming back at 7 a.m. Is that right?
Yeah.
The only reason I ask is I should message Fong and make sure he's not letting those guys know that we're thinking about what he thought we were.
I just don't know what the point of that would be.
I don't know, just because everyone's here. Then we wouldn't have to wake up at 7 a.m.
Well, we can talk about it afterwards. I don't care. we could at least get enough of them out that he could start loading right away in the morning, bringing new ones in. All right, so Duncan straight in here on the 5, slams it to get over and get a good angle on the 6.
But like you said before, it only takes a couple of minutes to with that pool table jack to just move them all to the edge of the pool hall or something, and they can bring the new ones in.
Pool match here.
No, sorry.
I want to thank everybody again for joining us. As Duncan's going to try and go up here 15 to 11. Be a big swing here. I mean, Robbie could have got that one. He would have been within 2 again. He's just been hanging behind Duncan this whole time. He's capable of running some racks off, so if he can get something working. I think this match is actually going to tighten back up. I don't doubt that at all. Got any other dirt over there on either one of these players?
Dirt on the players.
Have you ever taken a lesson for pool? If so, from who and how long? We don't have a how long, but we got Duncan saying Jerry Bryseth, right?
Yep.
Duncan?
Up in Madison.
Yep. The legend, Jerry Bryseth. I was going to say Larry LaTruth Neville, but Jerry Bryseth also.
So, Robbie says...
We're lucky, actually, because he's from Wisconsin, so we get to see him all the time. You know, it's not like that every other state. Owned Unique Billiards.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pool is... Wisconsin is a good place for pool. A lot of good players here, aren't there?
It's a good break there by Duncan. He's got a shot on the 1. Got a chance at a table run here. Nothing really is a problem. Should really get out. Going to go to the 2 ball in the same corner, or do you think he'll just hold it? I like going to the same corner.
I think because the angle he's going to play it in the same pocket.
Yeah. Could have held that a little tighter, but I think he's okay here. He should be able to roll this forward. Pocket speed and kind of keep it right there. Almost too good. Shortened it up more than he would have liked even. We play the 3 and...
bump the 5 and play the 4 on the side.
Yeah, probably. 4 to the side pocket. Yeah.
Little tap.
Over the top, not great. And
right, you'd like to have hit that just slightly more half ball than you'd have been straight in with good bridging. But
yeah, you could have hit that quite a bit harder and pushed the 5 a little bit more.
He's just going to bear down and put a straight stroke on this shot. Roll that ball in the side pocket. 6 ball has one good pocket, which I think he can stay on here. So that's just a plain follow shot here. And probably another plain follow shot. No, he's digging down. He's low. Okay, inside English. More inside English. Likes his inside English, doesn't he?
That's good, though.
Should put it on this one, too.
Hard, eh? They might. No, outside there.
Outside makes that shot more natural, though, doesn't it? It helps the ball.
I know, you almost overcut it from the outside.
So, answering the same question, have you ever taken lessons? Robbie's answer is no, I've never taken a lesson, but just grateful to be around great players like Zach Marquardt, Billy the Kid, and John Fields and Larry Neville. And there is a lot of good players around here, isn't there?
Yeah, we do have quite a few. And speaking of which, that brings up our good friend John Kramer over at the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame. Doing great things over there, and we really appreciate him here as a sponsor. We haven't actually had him up here yet, so let's bring him up so we can give him a little bit of props. And did he make a ball there? Oh, yeah, he did. And he's got a shot on the 1, so a little tough to get on the 2, but...
Bank shot on the 1?
I don't know what the purpose would be, I think. I think I'd take a chance cutting this with some outside and trying to come around and get up above the 2 around my 3 rails. Just spin the heck out of this ball, or he's going to play safe and roll the other way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so John created the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame to help preserve the heritage of our great players here in the state of Wisconsin. So many kudos to him always. We did something new with our league players this year. We actually signed them all up for to be members of the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame, because I figure it's the only way we're going to get some of the great players from our area in the state involved, is getting our players involved so that we can vote and all the rest of that stuff. So I kind of made some trouble for the 3 there. Not a ton.
Yeah, that's his saving grace. Yeah, Duncan had played a really good safety there. He left Robbie in a tough position. And you're right, that's saving grace. That 3 ball's gone tough. So there's no clear, obvious run out here, even though he's got ball in hand. He can shoot the 1. He could get on the 2 ball in the long pocket. Do you like shooting the 2 through the gap behind the 5 ball and call the 3?
It's pretty tight. I can't tell if he's going to... Yeah, he's going to try and break it.
Wow.
I didn't do the too many favors for the 3 balls still.
And even if he hadn't scratched there, it's tough to see him even getting a shot on the 2. He might have hooked himself.
Robbie should play the 2-9 combination.
I didn't see a lot of potential good things happening with that shot.
Robbie should play the 2-9 combination here, push the 2 ball over the 4 ball, and leave the 2 ball right there.
Or the 2-5-3.
I don't like that shot.
Yeah, you're saying a shot at the 2-9 is a sort of a free shot because a 3 ball's still tough.
Yeah. Well, and you could actually roll up.
This is a nice shot, I think. He's going to shoot the 2 and then draw back and relocate the 5 ball and 3. Just nudge in there. Will he end up with a good shot? At least.
I'm pretty sure you got to make it.
Yeah. Well.
Little grunt of frustration there coming from Robbie.
Yeah. Duncan's got a shot, and he can shoot this in the corner pocket because that will allow him to bump the 9 and free the 3 ball.
I actually think that's not necessary. You just side pocket stop shot. Well, he missed it.
Yeah.
Well, they're both kind of chunking away here a little bit. Duncan was fortunate to put that 7 right in front of that pocket for the 2, so it's going to be pretty tough for Robbie to make anything real happen here.
Yeah, he's only got a half pocket past his 7, which means he's not going to be whacking it in at speed, and that means he's not going to be getting on the 3 ball.
Very limited, yeah.
It's weird how it looks. The screen on the left looks like you could bang that 2 ball in, the overhead view from the top.
More true to reality.
Makes that shot not look so nice.
Yeah, he's playing off the rail, off the 7, which...
Is he playing off the 8 too?
I don't know about that. Maybe. No, wow.
What a great shot.
Yeah, terrific. And he's on the
still
3,
playing
I think.
bold. Oh, did that 7 ball get in trouble? Where's your luck? He played that fantastically well, and the 7 ball was flying around the table, and the billiards god says,
"Holy cow!
Take this."
That was really
because he chose a really bold shot. He's not going out without guns blazing. He's going to fire away, and he did. And he has to be said, he got really unlucky there.
And I thought he came out good. You know,
play that one more time. I wasn't watching.
Well, if he's still looking, we got to
get back and
see what he's going to do.
He's got to feel frustrated now.
Yeah, he's just going to try and push this ball up onto the 4. And then, well, I tell you, that second bump didn't really hurt him too much. So.
Yeah, but Duncan's got all the control here. Duncan can roll this in and then play safe on the floor if it doesn't go up past the 8 ball, but if it does, he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot the 4 past the 8, or in the side.
Side could go, but
side pocket doesn't really get good position.
5 ball's not great.
Yeah.
I think you're playing it safe here. Just stop shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shot.
Yeah. You going to replay that one shot one more time, Kendall? Robbie's taking a little break there.
Yeah, let's go back to it because
this shot was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean,
because he was on without that 7 ball. He was
better.
on the 3, was he? Do you think that? Look at this shot.
Oh, I
off
think
the
he
rail.
was on the 3. In my mind, there's
What a
no
great
doubt he
shot.
was on the 3.
Yeah, he played that beautifully, perfect. Really, who could account for that 7 ball doing that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, kind of. Well, so anyways, we entered all of our players in, which was kind of funny because then they get a welcome email. And everybody's like freaking out because nobody listens. You know, you're like up there announcing all of our leagues and telling people, hey, just so you know, we put you into the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame. And John's getting all kinds of hate mail.
Really?
Well, not really hate mail. I say that jokingly, but he's getting mail from me. What are you sending me stuff for? It's like, it's all right, you're a member. But you know, $10 a year, and you get voting rights, and you get to go to that great banquet and tournament they put on every year. Next year, it's here actually.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, it's back
Very
here
exciting.
next year. It is exciting. Do a whole banquet, and then they do a pool tournament.
When do they announce who's going to be nominated for the Hall of Fame? We don't
It's
know
all
yet.
up. You just go there, I think.
But I mean, that's not been settled yet, right?
No, you're gonna put me on the spot. I don't know. I'll just be honest. I have no idea. John might be listening. Maybe he can tell us. So, any other information there on these guys? You got lessons down?
You betcha. Let's go through our little list here. So, Duncan, what mental tools do you use under pressure?
Yep.
Take a deep breath and stay focused. Same question for Robbie. What mental tools do you use under pressure? Just taking my time and work on taking deep breaths. Look at that.
Breathing is crucial, yeah.
Talking about their breathing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it is true, though. You can't shoot tense, right? And you can't. You're tense if you don't breathe and relax. Robbie just took a break for what?
Well, because he's
breathe.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. After that, I mean, and who can blame him? Because he played a really good shot there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He decided to err on the side of let's go for it, and he played it really well.
Yeah.
Got really unlucky.
All right, well, Robbie's back to the table now. He's going to...
And not only is he hooked, but it's a really, really tough one. It's very difficult to get a hit here. He's called the ball. He's going 2 rails. It might clip the 3rd rail right before the 4 ball. And...
Hopped up, yeah. He was complaining that it hopped up. That was like kind of that's
the
kind of like
ball.
watching football. I don't know if they could hear that secondary in the background, hear what he said, but he said that it stinking hopped up.
It bounced off the 1st rail.
Yeah.
And went way long.
It's tough when you're trying to force something with low like that. It'll have a tendency to do that.
Meanwhile, Duncan the Machine has a nice lay, and Duncan plays so consistently and so smart, and he makes the game look easy.
Well, he's quick. He's always been he's another one that's a rhythm player, you know. I mean, both these guys play pretty quick pool, and rotation allows for that for sure.
Like a spinning top, that cue ball just zings up table.
Too much almost. He left himself a little bit too much of an angle. He's just going to kind of stun it up.
It's going to be no problem for him at all.
He went over. It's great.
You know, and obviously Robbie's showing that he's still in the mindset. He's still got a chance to come back here, and it was a tough moment there. That was a big moment.
17, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big moment. Every rack now that you let Duncan take, it just makes Robbie's goal seem so much further away. But Duncan's going to take no prisoners. And Duncan has shown us that he's been making a very controlled break shot. So we don't expect him to lose the cue ball on this break unless he gets really unlucky and it gets kicked. He's been making a lot of these breaks. He's been making 2 balls. And he's not even hitting the ball hard.
Well, he's slowed it down a little bit, which I think hasn't been as effective. There he hit it a little harder again. And he did hold the cue ball, although it went forward a little bit. He didn't make one again, so I don't know what's changed. But now all of a sudden he seems to be struggling to make a ball. And they were both hitting pretty good breaks that were making a lot of balls every round.
Yeah. And this one's not wide open. I mean, the Robbie Schmidt fans are happy to see that he's got a chance here. Robbie's not going to be taking too much time over it. And
good shot, and he came out well.
And what's he got? A 4-9 combination in a couple of shots' time. Thin cut combination. He's going to find a way to get pretty straight on this combination, but the 4 is going to be cutting the 9 thin.
Well, straight, honestly, is on the line with the 8-ball.
Right.
Right?
Yep. And you don't want the 8-ball to be hampering your bridging, but yeah, absolutely right. Close to that line. Zing around the angles.
Like
he hit that
shot.
Perfect. He's hitting them good.
He's trying to get right on that line, which is pretty close.
He's not going to take too much time over this. Although a combination like this, no, he is. He's yeah, no, he's focused enough that he is going to take time when he needs to.
All right, puts it down and does not scratch in the side. So great shot there by Robbie.
The billiards gods apologizing for earlier. Yeah. Say yes, the 9-ball goes in, and you didn't scratch. And either of those two things were close.
I'll tell you that, yeah, and it was a pretty good bank going into that shot.
That counts as a win, and that gets him one more game. And he's breaking. And sometimes when you're a little bit in the mood, a little bit annoyed or angry or just frustrated,
put a little fire.
You start firing on all cylinders, and let's see how his break goes. If he gets a good break, look, he's focused enough to re-rack these if he doesn't like it.
Well, he was an inch behind the spot.
He's going
to do something. That looks better.
And he's showing us there's no give up here. And Duncan's not on the hill.
Yeah, I mean, 3 games away is a long ways away. You can definitely come back. Robbie making a ball instead of the dead straight-in shot that he had.
The way those balls opened up, it looked like a bad rack.
But he made one, and he was straight in on the one, and did you see what happened? It came around and kicked it out of the way. I mean, he couldn't have had a better shot. I'm kind of siding with him here.
So he's not going to play a push here. He's going to play a kick safety. Or can he see the edge? Yeah, he's cutting this 1-ball. He can see the edge of the 1-ball.
So safety coming.
He's going to oh no, it was a kick.
Oh, he got to a rail. Left a definite opportunity here for Duncan.
Yeah, and this is a moment where Duncan can take his time and absolutely torture Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is he doesn't have to get super aggressive here. He can just play paced pool, I guess.
And Duncan's one of the coolest pool players you'll see.
That's not true.
Well, I don't mean his hair's nice or anything. You know.
No. Well, no, I mean just anybody who's known Duncan, he's a hothead. He used to be. Now he's getting older. And
he doesn't show it, though.
I mean that with respect.
No, I know what you mean.
He doesn't show it. You mean when he threw his cue across the room?
I've seen that. But but it's a surprise when that happens. When he hits the breaking point, it's a surprise because you didn't see it coming.
He's mellowed so much. Duncan's a really competitive player, so I guess I wouldn't call him.
He's very. No, I'm not saying deep down inside. I think deep down inside he's got a burning fire inside him, and you don't see that most of the time. I remember when he played that one pocket match against Mason.
Yeah.
Where Mason had gone ahead a little bit, and a couple of things hadn't gone right for Duncan, and then all of a sudden he threw the balls across the table, And I'm like, oh, okay. He does have a burning fire inside him, and but he doesn't show it most of the time. You're not going to see it today.
Well,
at all.
I mean, he definitely now he doesn't. Hothead's probably a little bit of a stretch and a little severe.
He stays cool most of the time.
Okay.
But at this moment, he's got nothing.
Your story, you tell it.
Well, that's just what I see. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. But you're definitely not going to see any of that today. He's got a good lead here.
We've all calmed down.
And if you watch him, at least in this match, you'll see how all you've seen is no emotion. He's absolutely cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've all calmed
he's
down.
Focusing this.
I remember guys that were just brutal. You know, I mean, Duncan was always respectful. He was never. He would just get angry with himself. He wouldn't take it out on another player.
Absolutely right.
By any means.
No,
so that's the difference.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah,
and he's a good sport.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he never took it out on his opponent.
But he likes to win, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not happy.
And he's good at it.
Yeah, you should expect to win. He plays great. You know, if you're not expecting to win and you're competing, it's kind of a counterproductive. Even if you have no chance, you should be expecting to win a little bit. Or maybe not expecting, but. A little straight here.
No problem.
No problem. Like it was meant to be. Hits it perfect. And I guess I never took it off side view, so here we are. I want to thank each and every one of our viewers right now. We do appreciate you sticking with us and watching. This has been a great match so far. Duncan is obviously in control of it at this point. He's 18-12. Robbie's got to make a run here. If he doesn't, he's going to be in trouble real quick. Just means we'll have more time to put in the new table.
No advice. Yeah. Keep at it, Robbie. You know, there was a little bit of bad luck there. He's still firing at it, and I know he's not going to change. He's still going to go at it. 12-18. Robbie's thinking,
I got this.
Yeah. Okay, is that what it was?
I don't know. I hope so.
He knows enough to be dangerous. He knows.
Well, he's going to fire at it. He still can have it. I mean, he's just got to get himself together and hope that Duncan makes a mistake.
Yeah, and if Duncan
breaks
and runs, he's going to continue Robbie's torture.
Yeah, that's a good break. That's probably one of the better breaks we've had in a while.
So this first shot is the key shot in this rack. Can he follow this and end up with a shot on the 4-ball?
He's almost got to just kind of stun it down to the end rail here and then try and come up on the 8-ball side of the 4, I think.
Ooh, what's he looking at here? Can't possibly be thinking of trying to get position on the 4-ball into the pocket that's closest to the 4-ball.
I don't think so.
Because there's such an array of other balls in the way.
Settling in, we're about to find out.
He is.
Yeah.
That is a shot that is fraught with danger. He had a teeny window that he had to get to, and he was well short.
I don't think I can get away with using that word.
Which
fraught.
One? Fraught?
Yeah, I don't. I think that's
Go on,
that needs
say fraught with danger.
Yeah, fraught with danger.
There you go.
See, I have to say it like an Englishman almost
there you go.
Have it be effective. That's a pretty good hit, and he's going to get rewarded by at least snugging Robbie up and not leaving him a shot.
Didn't sell out, but Robbie has throws his hands in the air again. He likes doing that, doesn't he?
I think one of the funniest things was when Johnny was playing. Was it Duncan? Who was he playing? Could have been Duncan. And we had Rodney Morris here.
Oh, right.
Rodney was in the booth, and he was commenting on how you would see Johnny all the time. He'd throw his hand up in the air. and he actually made some comments on it, which I thought was pretty funny.
He's kicking at this.
He kicked for the safety just to get down table and to get some separation. Really not a bad job, except for it came out a little further than he probably would have liked.
He didn't think he had a thin snick safety anywhere. And what did Rodney say? Rodney thought it was.
He was kind of teasing him. He was, if you go back and you listen to that match, he was just kind of teasing him about, he must be straight in because he threw his hands in the air. Because he'd hit something really good, really, and he'd end up just maybe a little off angle, and you'd see him throw his hand up, and then he'd hit that one perfect anyways, and then he'd throw his hand up. So it was funny. Every time he does that, Rodney said something like every time he does that, he runs out. Mm-hmm. It's part of the technique, Cutting the ball to the left and overcuts it just a little bit, giving Robbie a good opportunity. But, again, he kind of put a ball over by those other 3 balls, which always is going to complicate things. The closer you pack things together.
It's okay. If he plays a good shot here and makes sure he gets this ball in.
And he overcut it.
Yeah, I needed that to go in the hole.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, he overcut it to the point where he at least got some distance here, and I doubt very seriously Duncan's going to miss this ball, but Robbie visibly frustrated with himself right now. No problem. Is he going? Oh, he might not get a great roll here.
How's your luck?
Well, good enough. Got a shot.
Does he?
Yeah. And he's either going to hold this with inside and try and shorten this out, or he's going to roll around the third rail. Third rail it is. I think he's got to go back and forth here. I don't think you dare.
Yeah, play the
slow roll this
the long way.
Yeah, you're gonna play. Yeah, you're gonna play the pro side, the short side of the ball. So 2 rails back and forth, probably. With perfect speed, he comes across.
Perfect.
And really couldn't have hit that much better.
That's for sure.
Taking a look at that 9 ball, it is a little bit chancy because it's on that edge, so you got to make sure you still cut it into the pocket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a problem.
No, it's not at all, but it's not hanging either, so you can't take it for granted to hit it straight because it's not going. You got to make sure you cut it. And I didn't figure he was going to get that far down table with that.
Now that does take Duncan to the hill.
Hill to 12.
That is putting Robbie on a lot of pressure. That last rack, Robbie did get a look, and he really needed to take that chance. Backs up against the wall.
Duncan looking to break for the last time here. Duncan's last break of the night, regardless of what happens. Put it away, son. You done well with that break cue. Well, we're not going to see a break and run for the last one because he did not pocket a ball.
There's a chance for the Robbie fans out here.
Robbie
all excited now. He's going to break and
run.
No
time for anything because Robbie's just going to fire. Well,
Robbie.
It's like it's like trying to start the engine sometimes. It just putters along. Just never kind of got her running on all cylinders tonight. He had a couple of good racks so far. He's really got to try and put something together, but he'll be lucky at this point. I think Duncan's got a shot at this. He's got a little bit of trouble here trying to get to the 2. But the way it's working for him, he just hit it hard. run into this stuff, he'll come out perfect on the 2. You got to know when it's working like that and take advantage. Just looking at drawing this ball, actually.
Is he going to hit these balls?
No, drew out of it. It's a good shot. He's got a good shot here. The 3's
Wow.
hanging, so all he's got to do is make the 2 at that point.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Knows he has this window, knows the 2 ball was close. May have got unlucky here.
Or hit it bad.
All right, Robbie, don't put your cue away yet.
Ben and Lulu, Billy the Kid isn't bad if you have lots of patience to watch. Yeah, Billy knows how to play his slow game for sure.
You probably have to say Duncan's favorite here, because he's got a nice little kick shot here. No, he doesn't.
No, he didn't straighten it out enough.
All he had to do is hit that.
But he's tucking everything together again. Like I say, the more you pack that stuff in there.
Yeah, the last shot showed that Robbie was losing it a little bit, but he's going to take a deep breath.
He's got the 4 hanging right here. I think you just set as sharp of an angle on the 3 as you can. Hit into the 7 hard.
Yeah.
And just shatter those balls with the 4 hanging.
He's going this way. I would be doing
just
what you just
doing,
said.
yeah.
Whacking him.
Oh, he didn't hit it thin enough. It's not horrible. I mean, he came out of it.
And he showed us there. He's doing what he said in his notes, which is take a deep breath before he shot that. He's getting around the cue ball flying across the floor from the tournament.
Take a look over his shoulder here, see what he's got.
Nothing easy about this lay here.
Oh, my.
Robbie.
Well, he definitely has not been on his game. He's struggled a bit. Had a couple moments where he was really kind of coming around and playing well. I feel for him. Well, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. We all know.
Let's see how Duncan,
he's out.
The machine, takes care of these balls here. Tricky for most players, this situation with the 7 ball so close to the 8. He's left himself really nicely on the 6 ball. So
here's the shot, up and down table, or you bump the 8.
Gonna get his travel miles in here.
Yep, back and forth for the 8 ball in the same pocket.
How well did he hit that?
About perfect. All right, folks, this looks like it could be it. Couple more shots, and Duncan will retain his title as King of the Hill. And Robbie will go hunting in peace tomorrow.
He's going hunting again?
Yeah, that's why he said he utilized the hotel, because it'll save him 40 minutes drive.
Well played to Duncan. Duncan has showed his class today. Not at all surprising because he plays so well. Poor old Robbie. Fiery player.
Yeah, I mean, if Robbie would have turned it on like he did for a few racks there and kind of held himself together, this could have been a lot closer match, I think. He definitely did not perform up to his ability. I think he plays better than that, in fairness to Robbie. And Duncan just played consistent and solid the whole way through, so it represented here in the final score. But good shooting, both guys. I appreciate them coming out. And again, we'll go to just another thank of all our sponsors. We'll run through everybody real quick. We got queued up. Obviously, the Mad Apple, where we're located. And then we got Cutthroat Q Sports. Go check them out. They have a website out there, a bunch of billiard apparel. Billet Spin, those are the guys that make those amazing coins that we use for the King of the Hill for these champions. So far, Duncan needs one more, and he'll earn a silver coin, so that's great. Erickson Auto Trim, those guys do everything from car, modifications, starters, all that kind of stuff, and all the way to mobility stuff. So that's good too. JP Shower Custom Q is always a great sponsor. We love having them as our sponsor too, and they sponsor a lot of our players out here too. Wisconsin Blade Hall of Fame. Thank you, John Kramer, for everything you do for our sport in Wisconsin. The Clarion Inn, the players stay at the Clarion Inn each time that they come and play the King of the Hill. They have the opportunity to stay at the attached hotel. So we want to thank them for that. They throw that in for these guys. And then we got Brownie's Carpet and Upholstery. We use them here all the time. Popalock, he's also another guy that I've used quite a bit. If you ever need a locksmith, no pool player ever locks their keys in their car, do they?
Right.
I think it happens. So don't break your window. Call the man over there at Popalock. And then Christensen, Heating and Cooling. That's what keeps us all temperate here at the Mad Apple. So, well, I am looking forward to go get some new tables put in.
That's right. And thank you to you, Kendall, for making this all work for us.
Yeah.
Streams, which wouldn't be here if you hadn't built this place and made the Mad Apple.
Yeah, and it is awesome, but I mean it's the work of a lot of people, and even people that haven't been here in a while, and everybody's contributed to make the Mad Apple Xstream what it is, and I'm thankful to each and every person that's done that. So, and thankful to everybody who watches. So we do appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. We've got our Knights, Jesters, and our Queens going, and really looking forward to that too. So
very good.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, MH. Always a pleasure. Love commentating with you. So thank you for what you do, and thank you, folks. Have a great night.